After Hours on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Logan Weber here with you alongside JT Noah. He's going to be my co-pilot and producer for this evening's program. No guests lined up, so it's just us here tonight. 913-586-7965 is our number. Lots to talk about. Some of it sports related, some of it not. We're going to try to, outside of what Jack Caglione is doing today, avoid as much Royals conversation as we possibly can because it is at the lowest possible point it could be at this point in the year. But why don't we begin with Jack Caglione, the Major League Baseball Home Run Derby. I believe it's still like the T-Mobile Home Run Derby, right? I believe T-Mobile still sponsors the
I've been
event.
seeing the T-Mobile everywhere around when they promote it, so I'm assuming...
Supposed to begin at 7 o'clock. For those of you who are trying to find it on, I don't know, regular television, it's not there. It's on Netflix tonight. So, as is the case with everything else anymore, find your local stream, your closest streaming service and click on that because there's a pretty good chance that's where it's going to be. But Kansas City Royals own Jack Caglione in the midst of his breakout, the start to what many of us here in Kansas City hope is going to be an incredible career. Kind of takes center stage for the first time tonight in Philadelphia at Citizen Bank Park. The field is an intriguing one. First and foremost, right, I think for anybody who is just looking at this field based on numbers, Jack Caglione probably doesn't have the best betting odds if you don't live in Kansas City. He's got the lowest number of homers in the field with only 15. Second fewest is a combination. It's a trio of players. Munetaka Murakami. Part of that's because he missed quite a bit of time. Wilson Contreras of the Boston Red Sox. He's missed some time recently, for different reasons, not injury-related, but because he decided he wanted to fight everybody. Not saying that based on some of the reports that were out there, it wasn't completely unfounded. I don't necessarily blame him all the way if those things are true, but he did get thrown out of 2 games in pretty rapid succession and dealt with a suspension because of it. And Bryce Harper with his 20 home runs for the Philadelphia Phillies. So that's the bottom half of our field. At the top is, of course, Kyle Schwarber, who has 32 home runs already this year. That leads Major League Baseball. He was one of the last additions to this event. In fact, he may have been the second to last addition, and then Munetaka Murakami kind of came in late. You then have Ben Rice and his 29 from the New York Yankees, Junior Caminero with the Rays with 28, and Jordan Walker of the St. Louis Cardinals with 22. So, with this thing set to begin at 7 o'clock, there's so much to discuss, about the field itself. Jeff Passan earlier today on ESPN predicted that Junior Caminero was going to win the home run derby, defeating Munetaka Murakami in the final. Caminero has the third most home runs in this field. Munetaka Murakami has the second, tied for the second fewest. But it's in large part, I think, because he missed quite a bit of time. Let's all remember the frantic number of home runs that he hit in April and May before the injury bug kind of clipped him. Buster Olney has Bryce Harper defeating Junior Caminero in the final.
I think the other Philly probably wins it.
Dave Schoenfield of ESPN, Schwarber over Caminero. Jesse Rogers, Caminero over Schwarber. Jorge Castillo has Schwarber over Harper. 4 of the 5 have Junior Caminero in the final of this thing today.
I like Junior Caminero, actually.
I think he's a great player. He absolutely mashed last year with the Tampa Bay Rays and has just continued to play great baseball. And honestly, I think he has been one half of the formation of one of the best corner infields in Major League Baseball with the Tampa Bay Rays, between he at third base and Yanier Diaz at first base of the Tampa Bay Rays. That's one of the more underrated, I think, 1-2 punches at first and third that we have in baseball. And it may very well be the best one we have in baseball. Nobody seems to be talking about that. Both those guys are all-stars.
Yeah. I would also say I think Camaro's been the hottest player going into this home run derby. I mean, you think about it, he had at one point 5 home runs in 5 games before it snapped over the weekend. So I mean, he was hitting home runs, and he was. Now, what's going to be interesting is I always think it's kind of funny because I think Caminero might not hit as many home runs as people think because you're going from, hey, I'm hitting 90-mile-per-hour fastballs to now I'm hitting lollipops that a pitching coach is throwing at me or whoever's throwing at me, and it could change the whole trajectory because it's now about swings. It's not about time. It's not about outs. It's about, hey, you swing the bat, you miss no matter what. You're down one swing no matter how it goes.
Yeah, and that's part of this home run derby and the new format, the 2 minutes, the number of outs doesn't necessarily count. You get one timeout in the midst of that 2-minute stretch. And then you, of course, if you and the person you're going head to head with in that particular round, you two tie, then there's sort of an extended sort of, I wouldn't say sudden death sort of derby, but you both have, was it an additional minute that you hit? And whoever comes away with the most home runs there advances to the next round. And it's led to a lot of conversation of, do we like this new format? Do we wish that they would go back to the old format? I think that it has its merits, but I also get why there is a tremendous amount of negative feedback on the way that this new format is going about itself. I mean, you give a guy 2 minutes. Wait, so we can watch Jazz Chisholm hit fly balls to right center field 300 feet for 2 minutes like we did last year? I mean, at least when you, and I know why they did this, right? The merit of it is because they're trying to speed up the home run derby so that you don't have a situation where, God, what year was that? 2008, 2009, 2010, the Josh Hamilton home run derby where he just went ballistic. And it felt like we watched that man hit home runs in a single round for at least 30 minutes. And I understand why you don't want the home run derby to be this 4.5 hour affair. But at the same time, by giving these guys a 2-minute time limit, I just feel like you're not giving the guys enough time to sort of catch a groove. I mean, it's literally, it's see pitch, swing, immediately regather because you're going to have to swing again because you're trying to get as many hacks in that 2 minutes as you can possibly find. And I can't say that I appreciate that as much as I did watching Josh Hamilton absolutely dismantle a baseball into the seats and just after that long swing, just hold that bat in his right hand and watch it. Just sit there and watch. I mean, that's one of the great camera angles in home run derby history is that one that's sort of like ground level right behind the batter when Josh Hamilton just unleashed one. That's an iconic image in home run derby history, and I just don't know how much more of that we're going to be able to see with this time limit they're putting on guys now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the swings is a way better approach because even with the time there's the problem with the time because of, hey, guess what? You're not hitting a lot of home runs in that 2 minute. But also it felt like the TV crew wasn't keeping up with the swings. Because if you remember, some players are making sure they get as many throws in as they can, and you're missing some of the home runs because they're going so fast. And so I think with this, it's a better TV product for the viewer to see because you're not going to miss any home runs. There's sometimes where it would say, hey, there's 20 home runs, and you're like, how did he get to 20? I've only seen like 18, and then it just keeps coming. And so I think this is a better TV product with the swings instead of the time limit.
Yeah, and I had completely misread when I saw the new rules format. I was reading about the old rules, the 2-minute time limit, not realizing that that's now the old rules. And now it's the swings is what they're basing it off of, which, in my opinion, now that I'm aware, I read the article and I completely skipped over the new swings time limit. I just saw the time limit and thought that they just kept the same thing going. So that's my fault. I apologize to the text line. I was in the wrong. I think it's better than the timer because that's what I was just complaining about is you just see guys taking hacks. You don't get to see the ball land. The player doesn't get to see the ball land. 20 swings, 15 swings, 15 swings. So the outs don't really matter. But again, I feel like it's a way to speed up the product to avoid those long home run derbies of the past, which I understand from the MLB's perspective. But at the same time, does 20 swings in the first round and 15 in the semifinals and the finals feel like enough for anybody? I mean, we've seen guys hit 20 or more home runs in a single round in the past. So now they only get 20 swings. It just feels like we're not getting enough. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a poor way to complain, but it doesn't feel like you're getting enough out of it. And it's not as if you have to worry about the event going on for too long. The damn thing's being streamed on Netflix. It's not like you have the network trying to get a hold of you like, hey, we've got badminton coming up next on the network. You really need to get, I mean, there's no concern about bleeding over into the next thing. It's being streamed as a standalone event on Netflix. I feel kind of old man yells at cloud right now a little bit. Like, take it back to the way it used to be.
Like last year, O'Neal Cruz hit 21 home runs in his first round. So you can't hit 21 now.
Nope.
Junior Caminero last year in the first round hit 21. So he can't even hit the most he hit last year in the first round. Now, obviously, Jazz Chisholm hit 3. Go Jazz, you know. What a guy. Yeah.
Absolutely dismantled the baseball. And somebody in the text line does bring up an interesting point, and that is if you're on your 20, say you're in the first round, and let's use Jack Caglione as the example, because we're all hoping that Jack Caglione puts together a great performance today. Say Jack Caglione is at 14 home runs as he gets to his 20th swing, and his 20th swing is a home run. You can continue to swing after that 20 mark as long as you continue to hit home runs. So if he hits a homer on the 21st swing and the 22nd swing, and then he swings and he's out on the 23rd swing, then his round is over. But there is no bonus round. There's no bracket to this thing now. So it's just the top 4 guys, which I do appreciate. I didn't like the bracket format at all because you had, I mean, it felt like you were going to inevitably have a situation where like one guy hit 10 home runs and the other guy hit 8. And so that guy advances with his 10 home runs. And then in a separate quarterfinal, you've got a dude hitting 22 home runs and another one hits 23. And it's like, I feel like both of those guys should get in before this guy who hit 10 to win his quarterfinal should. But
no, they do go to a bracket after the first round.
Yes, once they reach the semifinal, then it's split up into 2 separate matchups.
And if there's a tie in the first round, they're going to go by the longest home run.
Yeah, distance is one. Yeah, and then there's going to be swing-offs in rounds 2 and 3. I think it's a little bit better than the timer rules. I couldn't stand the timer thing.
No, I couldn't. I just didn't think it was a good Now, it might have been great if you were at the event itself, but if you're on TV, it's just not a good product because you're just seeing a ball fly and then you're trying to get back to it and the guy's already swung and you're like, wait, what happened? Did he miss it? I just didn't like the product on the TV, and I know it's going to be slower paced this year, but I want a better product on TV to be slower paced.
Agreed. I think that it's still, I think that it's maybe too slow in my opinion. We'll have to see how the whole thing shapes up, but the limited number of swings I feel like is still a detriment to a home run derby. I mean, the objective is to hit the most amount of home runs possible. I don't see what was wrong other than the fact that it ran too long, which isn't an issue if you're going to put the thing on Netflix from here on out, because just give them the 10 outs. See how as many home runs as you can possibly hit before you have 10 swings that aren't home runs. That inherently feels like the best approach to a home run derby. At the time they changed it, it felt like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it feels like, you know, they went from something that wasn't broke to they completely took the thing apart. And now they're slowly trying to piecemeal it back together, but it just doesn't quite feel the same as when the thing was initially running smoothly the first time. I don't know. And somebody in the text line, you know, I mentioned those examples of guys with the previous format of the home run derby that just got shafted by their matchup with the old format, and Salvador Perez was one of those guys. In the 2021 Home Run Derby, he hit 28 home runs, the second most of anybody in the first round. But the guy who hit the most in the first round, Pete Alonso, was the one that he was matched up against at the Derby. So you basically
Did
had
win that one that year.
Yes.
I believe so.
So
yeah.
you more or less had the final of the Home Run Derby happened in round 1. And Major League Baseball decided, let's use that same format for 4 more years. Let's just keep rolling with that one. Sounds like a great idea. What you're describing is a freak show trying to break a Guinness World Record. The spirit of the Home Run Derby is who can hit more home runs than the other guys. It's not each guy trying to hit as many home runs as possible.
I'm pretty sure.
No, but a Home Run Derby is about each guy trying to hit as many home runs as possible. Like
right.
that's
that's the whole point of the thing. I also think with the timer, another thing that most people aren't taking into consideration, I thought the product at the end wasn't as good because they were running out of stamina because they were trying to hit so many home runs in the first couple rounds that in the final round, you're gassed. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's a fair point too. I mean, we've seen that in the past, guys that hit 30 home runs in the first round and then hit 30 home runs in the second round, and by the time they got to that final, they hit like 9.
They turned into Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, they're completely out of gas. You mean Jazz Chisholm in the first round?
Yeah, Jazz Chisholm in the first round, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic about the way that this format will take place. I thoroughly believe that it's going to be better than the timer.
And I can't wait to go home and watch it because I can't watch it here. It's so fun, you know. We love doing a show. Are you going to have it up on your site?
I'm going to try to have it up on my laptop here as things get started and sort of update as
Netflix
we go along.
Is so fun, you know. Instead of being on ESPN, I get to watch Dallas versus Memphis Summer League. So I guess I get to see the Boozer guy. Yeah,
and that's the other very intriguing part of this is the new rules, the field itself. You've got a lot of, I mean, that's the kind of the beauty of this year's field, I think, is that you have got a very interesting mix of guys. You've got veterans like Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Wilson Contreras. You've also got, you know, some guys that had hype at certain points in their career that just never quite, I mean, like Ben Rice was good with the Yankees last year. You know, he hit 255. He had 26 home runs. The guy's got 29 home runs at the break this year. I mean, he has fully blossomed now into a superstar at first base in the American League this year. You've got young emerging stars that came in with a ton of hype in Jordan Walker and Jack Caglione. You've got the international superstar in his first year in Major League Baseball with Munetaka Murakami. There are a lot of really fun storylines with this Home Run Derby that I think make it a little bit more intriguing. One of the other ones is the fact that this thing is on Netflix. We've all sat and watched sporting events take place on Netflix before. The Chiefs-Cowboys game on Thanksgiving, or was that one on Prime? Was the Christmas Day game on Netflix? That was Chiefs-Broncos, that was on Netflix that day? I know the Chiefs had a game on Netflix last year.
Last year, last year, I thought it was.
I thought it was Cowboys. I thought it was the Thanksgiving game was on Netflix, but I could be dead wrong on that.
No, that was CBS.
Okay.
Because the Cowboys always get CBS for Thanksgiving. I know 2 years ago when they played Pittsburgh on Christmas, that was Netflix.
Right, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was terrible.
The stream was cutting in and out. It had so many issues. That was one of like the first sporting events they tried to put on. The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing had so many issues. I'm curious to see if this one's going to go off without a hitch. Might be because the traffic that is tuning in to watch the Home Run Derby won't be quite as vast as you would for one of those two kind of things, a NFL game or a major fight between a boxing legend and somebody that most people on planet Earth can't stand, and Jake Paul. But I don't know, man. We're going to see how it goes. Yeah, they said the Christmas game. Okay, so the Broncos game on Christmas was on Netflix. I thought that they had one that was on like a streaming site like Netflix last year, and maybe they had more than that. But I just can't remember off the top of my head. 913-586-7965 is our number. I do have the Derby up on my computer, so I'll be able to track that as we go along, be able to keep you guys updated on how Cags is performing at the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. In the meantime, we still have a little bit of time. It's not quite 7 o'clock yet, which is when this thing's set to start. If you want to make a prediction on the number of home runs that Jack Caglione is going to hit tonight, the number of, I guess you could say, Jacks tonight at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, you can go to 965.com and enter our contest that we've got for you guys at the station's website. You can predict the distance of the farthest home run that Cags is going to hit tonight without going over. So if you guess that he's going to hit one, say, 485, and his longest home run is 484 feet, while you're only a foot off, you win over, you're disqualified. The winner of this contest will receive 2 4-packs of tickets to 2 separate Royals games on a mutually agreed upon date. Again, all you have to do is go to 965thefan.com and guess Jack's. The farthest home run that Jack Caglione will hit tonight, not the amount that he will hit. What's the farthest he's going to launch one into the Philadelphia sky this evening without going over? That's important to remember. You can't go over. We're Price is Righting this thing.
Price is Right. What would you say? What would your price be? Because I got a perfect one, I think. 492 is my guess.
Okay, 490. I don't hate it. I mean, I think Jack Caglione is fully capable of hitting one 500 feet. I mean, that ball that he hit up against the D-ring at Tropicana in Tampa Bay a few weeks ago, I don't care what StatCast is trying to predict how far that ball went. It's wrong. That thing was at least 480 feet. At least. And they're like, oh, it was a 437-foot home run. Oh, it went 426 feet. BS it did. That thing was launched into outer space. I wouldn't probably say 492. I would, just because of, I mean, how much exit velo can you put on a ball that's coming in at 60 miles an hour? You know, I mean, it's a BP ball. If he catches one out 101 off with his bat speed, yeah, I think he could crush one 500 plus. I would say like 483 feet. That would be my prediction for tonight. 483. I could see him hitting one between like 486 and 488, but I feel safe at around 483 without going over.
It said, I just did a little research because I wanted to see about this. I just went to the weather map and it says that tonight in Philadelphia, winds will be blowing out 12 to 13 miles per hour.
Oh, so he's going to have the wind at his back.
Yeah.
It's going to be wind assisted tonight. Yeah, somebody's hitting one 500.
Oh, yeah. Schwarber, I know I'm taking a homer bias, but what Schwarber can do and what he did in the last home run derby he was in was unbelievable.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's hard to argue with what he's put up in derbies in the past and what he's done this year. I mean, the guy leads all of baseball with 32 homers.
He's the reason I don't like to take Nerfies when Philadelphia's the game.
The guy's pacing to hit like 58 home runs right now. Plus.
Just stay healthy, Schwarber.
Just stay healthy. 913-586-7965 is our number. While we wait for the home run derby to begin, we have a score to settle, JT, all right? Because there is one baseball personality, a former player at that, who seems to have a little bit of a problem with Jack Caglione competing in the home run derby. So let's set the man straight when we come back here on After Hours. Logan Weber, JT Noah, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
As World Soccer hits the big stage, Fanatics Sportsbook is making every game day worth more. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your soccer bets, win or lose. That's real extra value you can unlock every match, all tournament long. And fan cash isn't just for betting. You can use it anywhere in the world of Fanatics. On game tickets, merchandise, collectibles, profit boosts, and more. One ecosystem, endless ways to spend. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet matched every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
not yet. But both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler craftsman at Shane Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, not with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
With the high price of new and used cars today, many drivers are choosing to keep their vehicles a lot longer. But with the average car now over 12 years old, most manufacturers' warranties have expired. I'm Danica Patrick. If your car is out of warranty, a single trip to the mechanic could cost you thousands. That's why smart drivers choose Endurance. If your vehicle is less than 20 years old, no matter the mileage, Endurance could have your car covered for the drivetrain, electrical, AC, transmission, and more. And Endurance is with you every step of the way, from filing a claim to paying the mechanic of your choice directly. And your rate won't go up no matter how many claims you file. Call Endurance now and choose the plan that fits your budget. Act now and get 1 year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free.
For your fast free quote, call 800-291-0342. 800-291-0342. 800-291-0342.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
Weather brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank guide. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Kansas City, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch all your favorite shows right from your phone, computer, or tablet. Every day, we stream the shows live on YouTube, plus clips from the biggest moments and biggest guests. Hit that subscribe button so 96.5 The Fan goes right to the top of your feed. In your car, on your phone, or on your computer, we are everywhere. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
All right. I'm going to apologize. This is on me. I did not double check. Prior to the show, I was told that the contest was open and they believed until the Derby started. That was not true. The contest for Jack's Jacks closed at 5 p.m. I was wrong.
This is why you can't trust a KU fan or a KU grad.
Listen, man, I wasn't going to say out loud who it was. You know, I mean, I was going to try to keep them anonymous.
Well, there's a couple KU grads in this building. Let's be real. There is a couple.
You definitely narrowed things down quite a bit.
Oh, I know.
Somebody said, Logan, don't really care, but this is straight up BS. For the Derby thing, website says it ended at 5 p.m. Scroll down and it says 7 p.m. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, the contest dates do say through July 13th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Central Time. I don't know. I was told that it was open, that the person who told me thought that the contest was open until the start of the Derby at 7 o'clock. The website, though, it does say this promotion ended July 13th at 5 p.m. Central. I'm sorry. I should have gotten on the website before I said it on air and shared it with the people. That's on me.
This is just
apologize to any of you who got on the website and tried to make a prediction once I said that. I'm sorry, you cannot. I guess we can have our own little fun one inside the text line if we want to do that. Nah, that feels like I'm trying to throw pity out there.
You're not trying to throw pity?
I'm not trying to, no. I'm just trying to appease the people, JT. I was in the wrong, okay? I didn't double check. I didn't fact check. As a journalist, we know better.
That is fair. We do know better. And I'm the producer, and I was just like, yep, I believe this man. And I didn't look it up, didn't do anything. But it seems like if the website says it and it's closed, that seems like it's a higher up problem than our problem.
I mean, you're right. I agree. I agree. Just throw it on the higher ups. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. 913-586-7965 is our number. You want to know who else is in the wrong? Other than me for not double checking this? AJ Pierzynski. JT, you brought this up to me, and I want to talk about it when we come back. Okay, I want to play the clip, and I want to get into it a little bit with former All-Star catcher AJ Pierzynski. Not in a physical manner, because the man would snap me in half. But that's not what we have to do. 913-586-7965 is our number. Logan Weber, JT Noah, after hours on your home for Kansas City Sports, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City Sports, 96.5, The Fan. And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Steve here with Connolly Plumbing Solutions, your neighborhood plumber. This month, we are offering a camera inspection and diagnosis of your main sewer for only $129. If you haven't used this yet, we would love to win you over. Visit ConnollyPlumbingSolutions.com to schedule.
Right, soccer fans, listen up. If you'd like a proper celebration, come on, you know where to go this summer. Gordon Ramsay Steak inside Harrah's, Kansas City is the place to be. Now, we're talking beautiful marble cuts, cooked to absolute utter perfection, and flavors you can't get anywhere else. Stop settling for mediocre and let me help you. Come in, sit down, and let my team show you how to cook a proper steak. Now, 21 or older to gamble, know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kansas City is buzzing this summer, and the excitement keeps rolling into August at the Advent Health Championship, Kansas City's only professional golf tournament, August 20th through 23rd at Blue Hills Country Club. Watch the next generation of PGA Tour stars compete for their shot at the big stage. Follow your favorite player, enjoy the action from greenside, or upgrade to an all-inclusive hospitality experience. With tickets starting at just $10, there's something for everyone. Keep your summer going. Get your tickets today at AdventHealthChampionship.com.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Bluebell Chocolate Lava Cake is a mountainous eruption of flavor. Classic vanilla ice cream loaded with rich chocolate cake pieces, rivers of chocolate sundae sauce, chunks of dark chocolate, and a deep fudge swirl. Prepare yourself for an earth-shaking experience.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at all Price Chopper supermarkets and McKeever's markets.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these limited-time creations bring bold flavors in every bite. Discover new sushi rolls, steak tataki, and lobster and prawn fried rice inspired by one of the world's most exciting food destinations. Cruise through Tokyo, one roll at a time aboard our sushi boat with wave after sushi wave of unforgettable taste. Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Your journey to Tokyo starts here.
If you're looking for a prime example of just how tough the Royals season has been here as we reach the All-Star break after getting swept by the Orioles, the Royals are now 21 games below 500. This tweet from the Kansas City Royals themselves earlier today says, "Tune in tonight. Watch Royals powerful lefty Jack Caglione participate in the 2026 T-Mobile Home Run Derby tonight on Netflix. The further Jack advances, the more you can save on select Royals tickets." So right now, just because Jack Caglione got to the Home Run Derby and is participating, you can get 20% off of Royals tickets. If he gets to the semifinals, it's 30% off. If he gets to the finals of the Derby tonight, 40% off. And if he wins it, half off tickets for the Royals.
Now, selective tickets, of course. We can't give you 50% off on all tickets, but selective.
Yeah, limited time offer begins at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, July 14th, and ends at 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, July 14th. Limited 8 tickets per account. So you have approximately 14 hours to get that done tomorrow between 10 a.m. and midnight. You want to pay me for 50% of the value of my ticket, and then I'll show up.
Oh, okay. Hey, there's some good giveaways I saw happening over the next end of the half that I'm like, you know what? I might go just for the giveaway. I might not stay for the game, but the giveaway itself might be worth it.
That is absolutely not where I thought we would be.
Yeah, no.
Like, I thought people would want to go to the Royals games because the Royals were good. That's where we're at now. We're talking about, well, I'll go to a Royals game because the tickets are cheap and because the giveaways are sweet. Like, oh, okay, so it's 2009 again. Awesome.
Awesome, dude. I was a little low on the Royals compared to a lot of people. I had them finishing second behind the Detroit Tigers, who, up until the All-Star break, hadn't looked good at all, but they've stringled some wins together and got hot. But yeah, I had the Tigers in first and Royals in second, and for the longest time, it was those two at the bottom of the AL Central.
Yeah. Not a great place to be in. But with Jack Caglione participating in the Derby tonight, coming up in less than 25 minutes on Netflix this evening, there's been a lot of conversation about the merits of Jack Caglione being in tonight's T-Mobile Home Run Derby. And one guy in particular, former Major League catcher A.J. Przinsky, doesn't like it very much.
It's just weird if you're not part of the All-Star game that you show up for the weekend and you kind of get treated like you're an All-Star even though you're not an All-Star. It's the same with the Slam Dunk. Mac McClung, what's the guy who wins every year? He's not even in the NBA, he's in the G League. That's why people don't watch it anymore. I'm happy that Jack gets to go because I like Jack and I know Jack. To me, it would just be so awkward.
Who feels more awkward, Jack or the other players who are like, wait a minute, I'm doing better than him. Why is he here?
I think it's both. I think Jack's going to feel a little awkward because he's not on the All-Star team, but also I think the other players are going to look at him and say, really? Have they asked every All-Star player if they would do it? They become so obsessed with telling everybody, I don't want to do that. You should do a lot.
The All-Star Week is to celebrate those players that are being given the honor and the privilege of being on the All-Star team. I want the Home Run Derby to be represented by players on the All-Star team. If you're asked to do it, I think you should be a part of it. I don't like seeing players outside of All-Stars participating in it.
Some of that I agree with. Some of it I think is super brain dead. I mean, why are we putting heat on Jack Caglione? It's not Jack Caglione's fault that these other guys chose not to participate, right? I mean, do you think that they asked Jack Caglione to participate tonight before they asked Yordan Alvarez? Like, do you think he was a quicker call? Do you think they called him before they called James Wood or Hunter Goodman?
They didn't call Hunter Goodman. That's the whole problem I actually have. They never
really.
Hunter Goodman went on that same podcast and said they never called him or reached out to him.
Wow. Well, that's interesting in and of itself. I know James Wood they were considering, they wanted James Wood to participate.
Right. Yeah, and I think he said no, but I couldn't believe when Hunter Goodman goes, I've never got a phone call.
Alvarez absolutely publicly said no because he's afraid of his injury history and yada, yada, yada. Guys are concerned that it's going to mess up their swing. Like, what is Matt Olson doing right now? Colson Montgomery's an all-star after putting up 25 home runs before 23 home runs here at the break. I get why people just look at the numbers and be like, Caglione with 15 home runs? What the hell is he doing there? Well, tell me you don't watch baseball without telling me you don't watch baseball. The guy absolutely crushes the ball. And
I know they're not basketball podcasts, but for them to say, oh, people don't watch it because of Matt McClung being in the dunk contest, no, it's because the dunk contest is not what it used to be. They're doing normal dunks now and getting 10s around the board.
Yeah.
The product of the dunk contest is nowhere near where the product is going to be for the home run derby. That's just plain and simple.
Plain and simple, it is. They can't. Right. Some of the problem is that they can't get these guys to participate anymore. And so to try to place any of it on Jack Caglione feels ridiculous, in my opinion. Do I agree with the plight that they are talking about of these big name guys, these actual voted in all-stars who are saying, I don't really feel like it? Yeah, that's a problem. And it's the same problem that he's correct. The NBA dunk contest is having right now. But to throw Jack Caglione's name out specifically to sort of put up, he just doesn't deserve to be there, or just say Mac McClung's name, it just feels disingenuous to a certain extent because it feels like you're putting the responsibility on those guys and trying to scapegoat these superstar players. And it's not as if Jack Caglione is getting put into the home run derby because he has 15 home runs. No, he's being put into the derby because the guy was unbelievable in the month of June. Because when he's top 5 in Major League Baseball in average home run distance. Like when he does get a hold of one and he does hit one out of the ballpark, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. And I do have just a little bit of a problem with this whole argument of, well, he's not an all-star. Jack Caglione is 4th in the American League among qualified right fielders in batting average. 4th. He's 2nd among all right fielders in the American League in home runs with 15. Seems like a guy that should have been an all-star. But because he didn't, what he did in the month of June was kind of too little too late. I feel like Cags could have been under consideration for a peer or coach selection for the MLB All-Star Game. He wasn't, so it felt like they gave him the home run derby a little bit. I can't. Why just Jack Caglione?
Yeah,
why is he the only one being? Munetaka Murakami's in the same boat. Why is nobody talking about him?
Yeah,
he missed a month and he's still in the home run derby. Like,
it doesn't make sense. Ben Rice, up until I think 2 days ago, wasn't even going to be in the All-Star game. He was considered. He got put in there because of so many people dropping out. But I don't know. I feel like the MLB actually is doing it right because you want players that are known. Because what if you went around Philadelphia with a poster of Jack Caglione and let's say Ben Rice, for example. You put those two guys, just their faces up, and you walk around and you ask random strangers on the street, do you know any of these guys? I think there's going to be more people that say they know who Jack Caglione is than Ben Rice.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Okay, you aren't. Okay.
I'm not sure I agree. Just from the standpoint of Ben Rice plays for the New York Yankees.
Okay,
like he
fair.
plays for the biggest brand in professional baseball.
That's
so
fair.
I think inherently more people know about him right now because he plays for the biggest team, the most polarizing brand in baseball, and a top 5 brand in North American sports.
Would you say, but okay, what if I did this? Jack Caglione and Jordan Walker. I think Jordan Walker deserves it to be there. But if you went by known basis, I think people would say they know who Jack Caglione is over Jordan Walker.
I don't know, man.
Really? Okay.
I kind of feel like this is a bit of a Kansas City Metro bias take.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm just wrong in thinking I thought he was more polarized around the league because of who he was, how he was drafted, and
I mean, maybe, but I mean, I can remember at the same time, maybe I can see it from both perspectives because I hearken back to my experience in Springfield before I came here, and that was St. Louis Cardinal country. And people talked about Jordan Walker on a day-to-day basis. He was a top 10 prospect in baseball at one point. He was the top prospect in the Cardinals system. They thought he was going to be utterly ridiculous when he showed up. And then he fell flat. And people were like, oh, well, you know, he's a disappointment. They mismanaged him. And now he's here. And folks, let's face it. We can all sit here as Royals fans and lie to ourselves as we want if we want to. The St. Louis Cardinals are a bigger brand than the Kansas City Royals are. The St. Louis Cardinals have a bigger fan base than the Kansas City Royals do. I feel like the majority of Major League Baseball teams have a bigger fan base than the Kansas City Royals do. I feel like that's part of what makes us special is how tight-knit a group we are here in supporting the Kansas City Royals through the ups, through the downs, through the watching every big-time player that we've ever had come through the organization leave for 3 straight decades, to winning a World Series in 85, to then having to wait 3 decades for another one in 2015, and then watching that team, not slowly, but rapidly, like ripping off a Band-Aid, just be picked apart by the rest of the league. I don't know. I can't get behind the Ben Rice, and more people would know Cags than Ben Rice just because he plays for the Yankees. And I feel like Jordan Walker and Jack Caglione had similar hype at different points. Cags' hype was because he hit 500-foot home runs and he could pitch. I mean, Jordan...
Right, and he was at Florida.
People thought Jordan Walker could be, like, when he was first drafted and he first got into the Cardinals organization, they thought he could be an all-star from the minute he showed up in St. Louis after getting through the farm system. It goes both ways. And I just look at the fan bases that the Cardinals and the Yankees both have and think that there might be more name recognition based off of that. I mean, we've been sitting here seemingly yelling at the clouds about how good Bobby Witt Jr. is. And it didn't feel like until this year that it felt like the rest of the country began to recognize just how good Jack Caglione was. Yeah. Like non-baseball purists started to be like, damn, that Bobby Witt Jr. dude for the Royals is like ridiculous.
Of course, it comes when the Royals are at their worst.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Right. But okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm in that KC bubble where I'm like, hey, Jack gets all the recognition. And maybe I've been listening to Dusty Likens too much. And I love me some Dusty, but Dusty loves to give out Jack praise all the time. So maybe I've been listening to Dusty a little too much and thinking too high on Jack about where his well-known being is.
And I think he can get there. I really do think he can get there. I think he can become as popular a player as Bobby Witt Jr. at points, and at a point, if he continues along this trajectory. You give it another 2 years, if Jack Caglione continues to play like this, if Carter Jensen continues to play like this, you've got a 3-headed monster at the top of your order. You've got the possibility of, say, Maikel Garcia plays healthy, plays up to par, hitting leadoff, Bobby's hitting second. You've got Cags hitting third, or maybe Jensen hitting third, and Cags hits cleanup. That could be really, really fun to watch. And Cags could get serious MVP consideration at points in his career because of how talented he is and being able to get the benefit of playing or hitting behind Bobby Witt Jr. in the order on top of a healthy, playing at his best Maikel Garcia and a guy in Carter Jensen who is, in the running for American League Rookie of the Year. Not saying he'll win it, but he's in the running. 913-586-7965 is our number. About 10 minutes away from the start of the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. Again, it's on Netflix, so don't get on your TV and start looking at ESPN or ABC. It's not on there. Netflix. You got to get on Netflix. I got a live stream. It'll be starting in about 10 minutes. In fact, they're doing a little pregame thing for the Derby right now. They got Barry Bonds on the panel.
Oh, God.
One of the greatest home run hitters of all time.
Yeah.
Got to say about that.
Well, I just don't get why they wouldn't have it on Peacock. You're already paying for Peacock because you want to watch the games on Sunday, but hey, we're going to go to Netflix. Yeah. Just so we can get the consumers to pay more money for it. Yeah.
Welcome to society, I guess. 913-586-7965. Logan Weber, JT Noah, After Hours, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel's changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Your bet stays alive, keeping you in the action longer. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the game page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically transfers to the substitute who replaces them. Go to FanDuel.com/local. That's FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook's the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Outlaws are rolling in and they're bringing the thunder. Get ready for the Show Me Shootout Truck and Tractor Pull. Saturday, July 18th at the Johnson County Fairgrounds. Feel the power as 11 elite classes rip down 2 tracks with 10,000-pound pro stock tractors going head-to-head for total dominance. Gates open at 4, engines fire at 7. Tickets just $25 at the gate. Don't miss the dirt-flying, horsepower-packed Show Me Shootout in Warrensburg. Get details now on Facebook. Search Show Me Shootout Warrensburg, Missouri.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today.
Dial 877-WEB-NOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Home Run Derby about 5 minutes away. Jack Caglione set to participate as part of an intriguing 8-person field. Major League Baseball's home run leader Kyle Schwarber taking part in the event alongside Ben Rice, who's second in the league with 29. Junior Caminero with his 28 long balls is participating. Jordan Walker of the St. Louis Cardinals, a guy very similar to Jack Caglione this year, had a really tough beginning of his career, his rookie year into his second season, but has blossomed during the 2026 season. He's got 22 homers coming into tonight. Bryce Harper, a second Philadelphia Philly, a guy who has been long asked to participate, but has not in recent years. He's back in the field, 20 home runs this season. A catcher, Wilson Contreras of the Boston Red Sox, plays some first base in Boston as well. Fresh off of a suspension for 2 separate benches clearing brawls, he's participating with 20 home runs. Munetaka Murakami, his first year in Major League Baseball, coming over from overseas. He's got 20 homers. Could have quite a bit more of that had it not been for an injury that sidelined him for quite a while. And then, of course, Cags with his 15 long balls. Looking forward to seeing that one begin here in just a little bit on Netflix. If you're looking forward to watching that, get over to the Netflix app, get things open up. Let's all just hope to God that this stream runs better than, I don't know, any other live stream that Netflix has ever done, whether it be for a sporting event, the Chiefs-Broncos game, or the Steelers game from 2 years ago, the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, or even like the roasts, like the roast of Tom Brady. Does everybody remember when that stream was absolutely befuddled throughout? Let's see if Netflix, a billion-dollar company, can do a little bit better this time.
What are the chances they are? Not very high.
I think the chances are actually pretty good because less people are going to watch this than any of those other things.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
It might have a similar number. It might have similar ratings to maybe the Brady roast, but I doubt it. That's just my view on it. 913-586-7965 is our number. We will track the Derby as it's going along live here tonight, as well as talk about some other subjects. I want to spend a little time. I know that the other shows don't appreciate a ton of conversation about the subject of video games. But I want to spend.
Young. We like you.
We're Gen Z guys. You know, I'm sort of an elder Gen Z. JT, you're a little younger than I am, but video games are a part of our day-to-day lives, and I want to talk a little bit about it because I've been asking this question since the game dropped last week about Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 coming to PS5, and you mentioned to me before the show that you have College Football 27. I have not bought it yet. I've sort of been holding off to hear some of the reviews, and I want to know what you think when we come back. 913-586-7965 is our number. Logan Weber here with you, hosting tonight's program. JT Noah co-piloting and producing. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where supplies start at just 25 cents?
Staples has the latest laptops with up to 40% savings.
I may hug the cashier.
So embarrassing.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples with up to 40% off select tech. Staples.
That was easy.
Visit Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Summer savings start now at Hy-Vee's 3-day summer sale. Save big this Friday through Sunday on summer favorites with hot deals throughout the store. Stock up and save big on fresh meat, produce, and other healthy finds. Want an easier way to shop? Order on the Hy-Vee app or at Hy-Vee.com. Choose pickup or delivery, and we'll do the shopping for you. Save time, save money. Shop your way during the Hy-Vee 3-day summer sale this weekend only.
The Hy-Vee Market Grill is the best dining value in town. We love it for breakfast on the weekends, and now Thursday is steak day. You're going to get that perfectly grilled and seasoned steak with a baked potato and a side of sweet corn for just $12. You can't beat that deal anywhere in town. That's why the Hy-Vee Market Grill is a must on Thursdays for steak day. Dine in, carry out, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You're going to love the Hy-Vee Market Grill as much as I do. Don't forget, Thursday, $12 steaks, only at the Hy-Vee Market Grill.
That'll be $84.52.
Perfect. Grab the bags, honey.
Mom, why do you always check your phone before we pay?
I'm just claiming my cash back on the Upside app. Since we're getting the groceries here and we filled up the car on the way, I've already earned enough this morning to pay for that pizza night we're having Friday.
Wait, so the app pays for pizza?
Not exactly, but the cash I earn on stuff we need helps us pay for the stuff we want. It's just a little win for our family every week.
Get more out of your everyday. Upside is the free app that gets you cash back on routine purchases like gas, groceries, and dining out at more than 100,000 locations nationwide. No points, no rebates, just cash back straight to your wallet. Download the free Upside app and use promo code RUN5 to get a $5 bonus on your first purchase. That's promo code RUN5 to get a $5 bonus. Remember, use promo code RUN5.
Offers vary by user and location of participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The world's game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match results bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This promotional offer not available in Ontario, Pennsylvania, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Available in the U.S. For New York, 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. New and existing customer offer, subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel, must be present in a state where it's legal to wager.
This is your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey Sports Station.
After hours here on 96.5 The Fan. Logan Weber alongside JT Noah. Full show tonight, so we're here till 9 p.m. We'll be covering the T-Mobile Home Run Derby periodically throughout the evening tonight. It looks like we're just about ready to get things underway. The stream on Netflix. No hitches yet, so it seems to be running okay. Somebody in the text line said that the streams have been a lot better since Netflix got the rights to Monday Night Raw. That's WWE, right? I'm sorry. Excuse my ignorance. I don't really follow the WWE all that much. There's a boxing ring in the middle of the field, and Michael Buffer is doing the pre-derby announcements, I guess. I'm not sure about the pomp and circumstance of that, but I digress.
So which player is going to tear their ACL then? Because the last time he was on a ring, the dude tore his ACL, I believe.
Was it Michael or was it Bruce Buffer?
Oh, I don't know.
Right? Because they're brothers. They're related.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just saw a lot of people complaining about the fight on Saturday night because of how much they paid, and it ended in like a minute. I'm not a big MMA guy, but Conor McGregor, old man.
Oh no, poor Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo. I
The
do
Irish
not
man.
care. Do not care. I laughed. I'll be honest. I laughed. He's not a good person. He's not a good person. He's not a good person. He was out of the UFC for 3 years because of an injury and because he had bleep that he had to figure it out. I did not feel bad. I don't feel bad. And I hope he never fights again. And if he does, that he gets knocked out in the first round. I'm just being honest. let's get away from that subject for a minute because that could be a little bit polarizing. I know. JT, I want to talk a little video games with you. Okay. I have my thoughts on the games that I've been playing lately. I sort of feel like I'm a little kid again, a little bit, which is fun. Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2, of course, last week, they ported them into the PlayStation servers on, I think, actually both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. I, of course, got it on my PlayStation 5. Just the original Call of Duty Black Ops, not Black Ops 2. I like Black Ops 2, but Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one, that was... I don't think I've played a game more in my life than that game. That game came out in like 2010, 2011. I was like 12, 13 years old at the height of Call of Duty Black Ops. And when I tell you, like that summer of like 2010, 2011, whatever those 2 summers, when I tell you that I played that game 14 hours a day, every day. I mean, every day. My childhood best friend and I played that game religiously. Like, I was top 1,000 in the world at that video game. I played it so much.
Dang.
Yeah. Hardcore Search and Destroy, Hardcore Domination, Hardcore Headquarters. Those were the 3 game modes that we played on a cycle, dude.
Headquarters? What is that one?
So it's like a rotating thing. So like Domination, right? There's like 3 different little places that you have to go secure them, like secure A, secure B, secure C. That's normal Domination. Headquarters, there was just one, and it would pop up in a place for about 3 minutes. The 2 teams fought to see who could take control of the headquarters, and then it would just spawn to a new location, and you'd go over and so we played that one a lot. I didn't do much capture the flag. I hated gun game or like one in the chamber. I've never really liked that game mode, but I was deep into it, man. And like, yeah, the first Black Ops Zombies maps are etched into my brain still. Yeah, dude. I mean, personally, Call of Duty World at War Zombies map and Call of Duty Black Ops, the 2 maps were Kino der Toten and Nacht der Untoten. I still know the names of them. They're ingrained into my memory till probably I'm in the ground. Played those so often. I didn't really like once you beat the campaign on Call of Duty Black Ops, they had like the one where you were inside the Pentagon and you played as like Secretary McNamara and Richard Nixon and Fidel Castro and JFK. Like, it was wild for some reason. That was a big one, but I didn't really get into it. I was concerned last week. I hosted Cody and Gold, and I was asking people in the text line what they thought about it. Like, does the game still hold up? Is it just the nostalgia that has me excited and I'm going to be disappointed? No, it holds up, dude. It holds up. I replayed the campaign. It's still just absolute cinema. The Black Ops campaign.
Have you finished the whole campaign?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
It must not be long. I have no idea.
I mean, it's 6-8 hours.
Oh, God. Okay.
To complete the campaign, but I had the whole weekend to do it.
That's true.
So, like, I played a little bit on Friday. I played a little bit on Sunday. I played a little bit today. Got the campaign done. And in between there, I've been getting into some multiplayer. Haven't done the zombies yet. I'm excited to do zombies and get back online with people instead of just having to, like, do, like, the co-op on the same console thing. But the multiplayer still hits. The original Nuketown was on Black Ops. Firing Range, if you know, you know. Still my favorite Black Ops multiplayer map of all time. It's fantastic. JT, did you play Black Ops at all when you were a kid, or was that just a little too old for you?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm just not a gun game person.
Okay.
I suck at them, and so there's my buddies when they see my game, like. You have the PlayStation 5, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. When you see the menu, when you get into my PlayStation, it literally is just all sports games. And so
I can respect that.
And so my buddies, we've been playing MLB The Show.
Yep.
And then we got NCAA 27. And then, of course, now Black Ops is out. And everyone's like talking about Black Ops. And then they're anticipating GTA, whatever's coming out.
6.
Yeah, that coming out in November, I believe. It's either November or December. Can't remember. But They're like, oh, we're getting Black Ops 2. And I'm like, I suck at this game. They're like, oh, it's $20 if you have the PlayStation membership. I'm like, well, obviously I have the membership. You got to play online. And so I go, you know what? I'll throw $20 down and see how it goes. And let me tell you something. I might be worse than Helen Keller at a shooting game. My God, it is terrible. I just learned there's an aim button on this thing. I've been just shooting R2 with the trigger.
You just been
spamming
like
R2.
hip firing,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
Even with the sniper. And they're like, you have a sniper. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it's got the scope, but how do you use it? They're like, press the L2 stick. I'm like, oh. I press it, and I'm like, wow, this is cool.
That's wild.
Yeah,
dude.
it's going great. And sometimes my buddies aren't on, so I'll just join a random online party, and these dudes, they're like, whoever this guy, JT blah, blah, I'm not going to give out my username, but JT blah, 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 he's ass. He's so bad. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah, you just got me.
And so what I started doing was I got a little kid's voice on my phone, and I'm like, I'm 5. I don't know what I'm doing.
You do like a little voice changer thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't do this.
That's the other, like, it's, again, part of the nostalgia is, like, it's brought back, like, the old school Call of Duty lobbies, which is not necessarily a good thing. Like, if you can recall being in COD lobbies as a kid, woof. You grew up in a hurry. You heard things that you never heard of in your life at 12, 13 years old inside those lobbies. Things that if those were to have been recorded and transcribed and put into a courtroom would make people look awful.
Yeah, it'd be bad. It would be bad. I do remember my brother was into these games. So what we would do, he would play it, and then we would play multiplayer, and he's like, this is the only game I can beat you at. And one of my favorite games, and it sounds like you don't like the game, but I loved Gun Game because I was like, oh yeah, I can get to this RPG and blow people up. And we would just play Nuketown, and I would just hide in the bedroom and wait for him to come in. And half the time I would blow myself up because I would hit the bed. And so I tell you what, I bet I never aimed back then because I totally don't remember having an L2 stick to aim. But yeah, Gun Game was so fun, and I was online, and I cannot find Gun Game. So I don't know if Gun Game is in Black Ops 2 or if I'm just not looking in the right spots for Gun Game. But hey, NCAA 27 is really fun.
That's what I want to ask you about because I bought College Football 25, obviously. I grew up playing the NCAA football games on... The first one I ever had was on the original Xbox. It was probably, man, I'm trying to think. It's probably NCAA Football 05. The one I vividly remember from my childhood was NCAA Football 06 with Desmond Howard on the front cover. But played those games so much. And then, of course, NCAA 14 was the last one that came out for a decade. And then they dropped College Football 25. Pre-ordered it, played it so often. College Football 26 came out. They made some changes that I thought were good, some others that were not so good. I felt like the gameplay was really clunky on College Football 26. RPOs were the absolute name of the game in that video game. What is your take on College Football 27? Because there's been a lot of controversy with it. There was the microtransaction additions for the offline game modes like Road to Glory and Dynasty mode that they were quite literally bullied into removing from their game.
Well, that's because they decided not to tell any of the creators they brought out to try the game out. Hey, guess what? We're not going to tell you about this until you get the game. And then, oh, wow, surprise. But honest... This game, the gameplay is so much better, so clean compared to the last 2 years. And that's what you expect. Now, I don't play the Ultimate Team. I play Dynasty, and then I'll play online with a regular team. I'm not a Ultimate Team guy. But the Dynasty, it'll challenge you. It will challenge you. I consider myself a really good college football player because I play online a lot. And man, this Dynasty mode is tough because there's so much more. You have now NIL coin you have to use to get players. And I'm in a group Dynasty with a bunch of buddies, and we always start at the bottom. So we usually go with either a 2-star or a 1-star. This year we decided to go with 1-stars because for some reason, a lot of Big Ten schools are 2-stars considered in this game. So We went 1 stars, and I picked North Dakota State. And let me tell you something. Jacksonville State out there decided to walk all over me in week 1, or week 0, I should say. Was not good. I went from, hey, your job security is good to poor job security in 1 week. And so you have to work yourself back up to get job security because that front office, that AD, you get to talk to almost every week. And they're like, hey, listen, this is what you got to do. And so there's a lot of more moving parts in Dynasty this year, which I think is good because you didn't feel like you had that NIL, I would say, contribution in the last 2 years. This year you do have it. You have a limit of NIL money, and quarterbacks and running backs are going to cost you a pretty penny to keep around.
Interesting.
Which I like. I want that NIL feeling.
Yeah, you want it to have a sense of realism. I will also stand by the fact that you don't want it to feel like it's hyper realism. I feel like that's what has been the undoing of Madden in recent years is they're trying to make it so real that the game is unfun and borderline unplayable nowadays. MLB The Show, I feel like, has a similar problem right now. I swear, if I hit one more perfect, like 106 off the bat to the deepest part of the ball. I hit one today online. I was playing the Weekend Classic. The 98 Juan Soto card that just came out has like 116 power against righties. I hit a perfect off of like a 68 overall pitcher. 106 off the bat.
That's not even that good.
Warning track power to dead center field. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
If it's a perfect, it should be a hit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. Oh, well, that happens sometimes in baseball. I don't care. It's a video game.
Exactly.
I did everything right. I know that that's what they say about baseball, but damn, it's a video game. Meanwhile, I am sitting here throwing absolute just cheese, whatever I can to get across the plate against the guy I'm going against. He hits a 74-mile-an-hour curveball late to left field, and it goes 430. And you're like, okay.
Great game.
This is awesome.
SDS, we love you.
Yeah, I did everything right in both situations, and somehow my opponent won.
I love this shrinkage on sliders. Like, hey, I got the 99 judge, but guess what? Oh, a slider, I can't touch it. Oh, look at my PCI. It's so small. Great. How cool is life?
Yeah, it's a fun game to play.
But it also is a rage bait game.
Yeah. I have more fun playing that game offline than I do online.
Yeah.
Which is a bit disappointing because I want it to be more of an online thing. I have a lot of buddies that play it. I play 2K online almost exclusively every year.
Okay, 2K, yeah.
Yeah. And MLB The Show is just, it's borderline unplayable. They fixed some things, like the freeze-off thing that was happening early in the game where you'd be in like the 6th inning and a guy would hit a home run and your screen would just freeze. And then you were just sitting there, you and the opponent, playing chicken as to who was going to quit first and concede the game.
Exactly.
They fixed that, thankfully.
They also finally fixed it. Took them almost 2 months, but they fixed King and who else was it?
The
Hader.
Michael King and Josh Hader glitches.
Yeah, that was fun. Just loved going into an online game on Weekend League, and they would just do that. Yeah.
Logan is one of those guys who is losing at video games and turns it off before the game is over. I plead the fifth on the grounds that it may incriminate myself.
Oh, you rage quit a lot.
I'm a bit of a rage quitter.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. Absolutely.
Do you do that with co-op?
No.
Yeah, see, I don't rage quit on co-op.
No, I don't, because I've got guys that
right.
Like if I'm playing 2K and I'm in like a wreck in my career, like I'm one of 5 players on the court, and especially if it's random wreck where you're not playing with any of your friends, you're just playing with 4 random people. Mm-hmm. And it's like mid 3rd quarter, and I've put up 1 shot, and I made it, and I'm like, nope, I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm tired. I'm just watching my character get 15 minutes of cardio on my TV.
You're not getting the cardio. Your character
This is a waste of my time.
Yeah,
like I could be. No, I'd rather crack open a book at this point. This is unfun for me.
Yeah, the only time I really rage quit in MLB is like if I'm down like 8-1. I'm like, you know what? There's no way I'm coming back. It's the 7th inning. Why not just give this guy his win? We're gonna waste both of our times. Me trying to pitch him. I'll just dip. You know what? It's just not my game.
Yeah,
you know?
I've discovered that like I can track. I have like a little notepad. Tells you how big of a nerd I am. I have like a little notepad where I track like challenges as I get closer and closer to them. So if I go into an online game and I'm down like 6-1, 8-1, whatever it might be, I'll try to like send the person a message on PlayStation Network and be like, listen, dude, you win. All right. Just let me get 4 runs. As soon as I get 4 runs, I will bunt my way to an L. I am not, the loss is imminent. Like, I know where I am. Just please, God, let me get my challenges done so I can get the hell off of this game mode and get back to mini seasons playing on rookie mode against the computer, because that's more fun for me.
My favorite was when we had those super end of the challenges in June where you only had like those 4 days to do them and you had like the stages. There was a guy, the guy texted me. He's like, hey, listen, hit me on the first pitch. I'll steal my 2 bases. I'll hit you. We'll steal the 2 bases, and we'll just get out of here, dude. We don't have to finish the game. We just got to get the 2 stolen bases. I said, you quit first. He goes, deal. I said, all right, here we go.
Bet. I love that. Yeah. Maybe as I'm sitting here having this conversation, you know, I'm willing to acknowledge the fact that I may be just a little bit washed. Like, you know, I'm approaching 30.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Maybe my best days of video games are behind me. You know, I'm employed. You know, I have things to do. I have a wife and a house. And, you know, it's just, I don't have all day to spend playing video games like I did when I was 14 years old. And so now those same 14-year-olds, which I was, what feels like not too long ago, are just dragging me in these online games.
And now they're experiencing Call of Duty too. And they're like, look at me. And I'm like, wow, you're so cool. I just learned that there's an aim button. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine. I'd like to fire up a PS3 and throw it in your hand and see how you do.
Oh, God, yeah. That'd
because
be terrible.
Back in those days, when Call of Duty Black Ops first came out, it wasn't L2 and R2 to shoot. It was L1 and R1.
Well, isn't L1 the one where you throw the grenade now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
L1, so L1 now, that's your secondary, your flashbang, smoke grenades, whatever. R1, that is your lethal, your throwing knife, your grenade, whatever. It used to be inverted.
Oh,
where
really?
L1 was how you aimed, R1 was how you shot, L2 and R2 were your secondary and your lethal attachment, your equipment.
I just actually learned today, I've been playing the game for, I think, 2 days now. I learned that triangle is how you get to your secondary gun.
Holy JT. Like, you really don't know how to play first-person shooters at all, do you?
No, not at all.
That is unreal.
I was like, whoa, I hit, because I was trying to squat or crouch or whatever, and I knew it was O because it happened one time.
That's the circle button.
But some guy stabbed me. I don't know how he stabbed me, but he stabbed me.
R3, clicking on the right stick.
Yeah, that's how bad I am. I got stabbed to death.
You got it, big dog.
Yep.
And if you ever manage to kill 3 or more people and you earn what's called a kill streak, just hit the right button on your D-pad. The little arrows, hit the right one. That's how you get your spy plane.
You know what? I can't wait to talk to you about this on Wednesday morning after I'd done a kill streak and be like, dude, I got this.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one. Unreal. Yeah. I first online game I played, it was Hardcore Headquarters. I went 57 and 32.
Okay.
Felt good. Felt like I was back.
Okay.
It was an enjoyable experience. We'll see if that continues. 913-586-7965 is our number. I promise we're not going to talk about video games anymore. Okay. Somebody in the text line hit me with, is this sports talk or video game nerd talk? God forbid we spend a 3-hour program talking about something else for 20 minutes. Excuse
when it's the
me.
deadest week of sports.
You want me to just do a live play-by-play of the home run derby on my computer? I'm not doing that. But we'll talk about some other things, okay? We spent a little time talking about Conor McGregor. I'm over that. I'm trying to see. I got a question regarding the Kansas City Chiefs. One that I saw posed on one of the Chiefs forums today that I think raises an interesting debate. One that maybe I'm in the minority on. Maybe I'm a little too pessimistic about. But we'll answer that question next here on After Hours. Logan Weber here with you alongside JT Noah. 96.5, The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99. It includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Tom Shane, third-generation owner at Shane Company. As a family jeweler for almost 100 years, we're known for doing right by our customers. Our legacy of integrity depends on it. We stand behind our engagement rings with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We handpick the most beautiful diamonds, then negotiate for the best price. At Shane Company, we put you first because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
I hope you're sitting down. The ACA Marketplace has announced significant increases on monthly premiums, with deductibles over $10,000. You can enroll with Matt B. and KC at BBS Insurance's Freedom of Choice plan now. You don't have to wait. Their plan lets you use any doctor, has zero outpatient deductibles, and is 30 to 60% lower cost than most Obamacare plans. Also, there's no income disclosure required, so no potential tax penalties. If you're a small business owner or pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive, call Matt B. and KC for an instant quote over the phone. 816-205-4664. That's 816-205-4664. Or go to bbsinsurance.net. That's bbsinsurance.net. They will customize a plan chosen and managed by you, not the government.
Have you ever seen a drive-thru as less of a lunch option and more as a challenge? We can help. Just take it to Telly. Schedule your service at tellytire.com.
You don't have to carry everything on your own. Whether you're dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, substance use, or thoughts of suicide, talking to someone can help, and help is available 24/7 through the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can call or text 988 anytime to connect with a trained mental health professional. 988 is free, confidential, easy to remember, and available anytime, anywhere, to anyone. Call or text the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. No judgment, just help.
You already know that every Royals game is right here on 96.5 The Fan. But if you're looking for more Royals coverage, tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Fernier throughout the week. He joins Fesco and Dusty every Monday morning at 8:20. Cody and Gold every Wednesday at 12:30. And he joins The Drive every Friday at 3. Miss anything? Check it out on the show podcast or All Things Fern Channel, wherever you get your podcasts. This is your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, it only took 20 minutes, but the Derby has finally started. It said 7 o'clock. You had an hour-long show pre-Derby to get this thing started, and then 20 minutes of introductions. They introduced the players and brought them out into the ring, I guess. The Philly fans gave it to anybody not in the Philly fans gave it to anybody not in a Phillies uniform. Everybody, Ben Rice, Jack Caglione, Junior Caminero, everybody got the boo birds before this thing started. Wilson Contreras is in the midst of his first round. Got off to a slow start. He only had 2 home runs in his first 5 swings, but has really kind of found his groove a little bit more since. He's got 8 home runs right now. He hit one .487. So I think it's fair to assume the ball's going to go a long way this evening. But at the same time,
he just hit one .490.
Yeah, he does also have the longest home run in a game of any player competing in this event.
That's true.
He hit one .491. I believe back when he was with St. Louis, I want to say.
I think so, yeah.
He hit one .491, so he's got the longest home run in a game of anybody in the field. We'll see if anybody goes longer than .490.
Someone said on FanDuel, the over-under for the longest home run tonight was at .485. So if you took the over,
You made money tonight.
It's already done.
Good for you. And thank goodness they're not doing the metal bat thing. As much fun,
Did you not want it?
As much fun as it would be, that is a health hazard. That somebody is going to get seriously hurt.
Some kid out there trying to catch a ball in the outfield is going to get doinked.
Some kids, one of these guys is going to accidentally hit a line drive like 130 to left center field, and just like some kid's going to lose an arm off of this. Like somebody's going to, an eye is going to be just mangled. I mean, they hit it hard enough with a wood bat. Okay, I think we should just go with that. Jack Caglione could probably take a baseball 500 feet with a wood bat. We know he can take one 500 feet with a metal bat. I just think better safe than sorry. As much fun as it would be to watch, Wilson Contreras is finishing up his first round, setting a pretty high bar, I have to say. 11 home runs already with 3 swings left. He just took his third to last swing and promptly parked it into the second deck. So he's going to have at least 12 home runs in his 20 swings here in this first round. So the mark to beat is at least 60% of your swings need to be long balls. Make it more than that.
Yeah.
He just dismantled that baseball. 480 feet.
Oh, man.
It seems like they're hitting it so much further than that.
And people wonder why you can't have this game in Tampa Bay. Because they would hit the roof every time. What one's going to be a home run? What's not going to be a home run? You can't play a home run derby in Tampa.
Yeah, it's difficult to get the launch angle down.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like there were years where Evan Longoria hit more home runs outside of Tropicana Field than he did inside Tropicana Field, like at the height of his powers.
Yeah, that would make total sense.
I mean, same thing can be said for Royals. Like, there's been, many a Royals player who had more hits, home runs on the road than they did at Kauffman, because it's was maybe one of the hardest places to hit a home run out of in all of Major League Baseball.
Right. But you could also say, people would be like, well, about the Hunter Goodman situation, everyone's like, well, he's got so many home runs because he plays at Coors, and yet he has 9 more home runs outside of Coors Field than he does at home.
Yeah, and if that were the argument that, it's just easier to hit home runs out of Coors Field, which I don't necessarily disagree with, wouldn't there be a lot more guys on this Rockies team planting balls outside the ballpark?
Exactly.
Wouldn't they have not been arguably the worst team in baseball the last 3 years? Not named maybe the Chicago White Sox, although, the Royals are firmly holding on to that
I'm
moniker
excited
right
to see,
now.
honestly. I know we want to get to a different topic, but I think Jordan Walker can tattoo a ball tonight. If Wilson Contreras is putting 490, I think Jordan Walker can do some damage.
I completely agree. I believe he can. Contreras just finished his first round with 13 home runs.
So that's the low bar.
That's the lowest. Yeah, you got to hit. I mean, you hit more than him.
You're safe for one round.
You're in a good spot at least. I mean, you maybe. I mean, if you hit 14 and everybody else hits 15 or more, then you're still kind of SOL. But 13, good start from Wilson Contreras. The other 7 guys, you know where you're at. You know what it feels like. You're in the, pun unintended, ballpark of how many home runs you got to hit here in round 1 to advance. Second is going to be Jordan Walker. He's going to hit next. Caglione will be hitting third. So Cags will be up to bat relatively shortly here as we're tracking the T-Mobile Home Run Derby tonight on After Hours. Logan Weber alongside JT Noah, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
Only 4 teams remain in the FIFA World Cup, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. There are only 4 teams remaining, as we had mentioned. France is currently trading at a little over 40%, meaning a $100 trade could net you $239 in profit. I've been saying since the beginning of the tournament that I liked them, so you can imagine I still do, at least at that probability. See what everybody's trading at over on Kalshi, because on Kalshi you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house, and the probability changes. You can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use promo code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi, trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Hey, it's Rex here with Rex Buys KC. I get it. Selling your house can sometimes feel overwhelming or scary, right? I've seen it too many times. A homeowner thought they had a deal, only to have the buyer back out at the last minute. That's not how we do business at Rex Buys KC. I'm local, I know Kansas City, and I make sure every deal actually closes like it's supposed to. No hidden fees, no showings, no last-minute surprises, just a fair cash offer and a process you can count on. We buy homes in any condition and judgment-free. So whether your house needs repairs or you just want a fast, hassle-free sale, we can make it happen. If you want certainty, transparency, and someone local who actually delivers, call 816-330-6000 or visit rexbuyskc.com. Rex Buys KC, helping people make smart choices one home at a time. 816-330-6000 or rexbuyskc.com.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Girl, it's back. We've been waiting. I love that honey pepper pimento sandwich.
And that pineapple dragon fruit and Sprite is everything. It's got that razzle-dazzle that makes you stop and say, okay, wait a minute.
I love the creaminess of the pimento cheese. It's savory, it's bold, it's flavorful.
Our faves are back. High five, girl.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I've been accused on this radio station, on multiple shows, of being a closeted St. Louis Cardinals fan. Okay, it has happened. I know, JT. See, it surprised me on my end. You know, you say one nice thing about the St. Louis Cardinals or a player on the St. Louis Cardinals, and people in Kansas City say you're a Cardinals fan. I'm not. I grew up 35 minutes from the stadium. I grew up going to Royals games. I am a Royals fan. I have been my entire life. But I am also willing to give credit where credit is due. I've talked highly about Jordan Walker this year because I've spent 5 years living in Springfield. I covered Jordan Walker. I interviewed Jordan Walker. And he got a lot of heat. Cardinals fans were very upset when he came up to the major leagues and was disappointing, despite the fact that he had a pretty good rookie year. The Cardinals, their handling of him was shaky at best. His swing, he's not going to hit a home run as far as Contreras did in round one, from what I can tell. I mean, I think the farthest one he's hit is probably 465, 470 feet. This man has one of the prettiest swings I've ever seen. I mean, he has got a gorgeous swing.
I mean, he's up to 11 with 5 swings left.
With 6 swings left. From what from the stream itself. You might be a little bit ahead of me. Yeah, seems like you just hit a pop-up.
Oh, okay. I'm watching some guy randomly on YouTube Live on the side computer over here. I guess they're somehow ahead of whatever
Interesting.
Netflix is.
Yeah, I've got him with 11 home runs now with 5 swings left. So he is pacing at better than where Wilson Contreras was. It just seems effortless. Like his swing is so unbelievably effortless, and he just parks at 440. Like it's unreal. And now I'm going to get accused of being a Cardinals fan again. I already know it. 913-586-7965. Walker is finishing up his round right now. He's got 4 swings left, and then it will be Cags' turn. The Kansas City Royals right fielder Jack Caglione will have his turn at the plate in this T-Mobile Home Run Derby. In the meantime, though, I saw this earlier today, and I can't remember. It might have been an Arrowhead Pride article. I don't remember off the top of my head. But they asked the question. It's hypothetical. Do you believe that the Kansas City Chiefs this upcoming season, 26-27, can have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense? Initial thoughts on that, JT?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't. I actually would say I think I have more faith in the offense being a top 10 offense. I don't think the defense can be a top 10. I've said I would be happy if the Chiefs rank in the 14 to 19 range in defense. That's where I'd be happy with how young and how much turnover they're having with the defense and new faces coming in. I would be happy with a 14 to 19th ranked defense.
And I was really hoping that we were going to agree on the fact that we don't think so, but you were going to say top 10 defense and not top 10 offense, because I wanted to disagree, but I don't. I'm in the same boat you are. And I think that that's interesting in some ways, because last year it was the offense that lagged behind and the defense was a borderline top 10 unit. But I look at how different or similar these two units can be, as Jordan Walker just hit his 13th home run. He's on his final swing, so he is going to be able to continue, and he just hit a flyout. So he himself also finishing with 13 home runs in the opening round.
The problem is if it comes down to 13, Contreras already has him beat because of the distance.
Correct. We'll see if that holds up for either one of those guys. But yeah, right now, the fact that they tied, but Contreras holds the lead, means that right now, Jordan Walker is...
Wouldn't that be something if you have like 5 players at 13?
Yeah, Jordan Walker is trailing in the clubhouse right now. We'll see how the rest of it shakes out. Back to the conversation at hand. With Jack Caglione up to bat next, I look at, the defense was great last year, but Trent McDuffie's not on this defense anymore. Jalen Watson's not on this defense anymore. Leo Chenal's not on this defense anymore. Do I think that they have as much talent, maybe even more talent than they had a year ago? Yeah, I believe they do. I think the defensive line will be better. I love the addition of Peter Woods. I love R. Mason Thomas and the fit that he brings at the defensive end position, which is, in my view, a much more athletic, a much more violent Mike Dana. He's not just an edge setter. He's an edge rusher, which is not what Mike Dana was. Omar Norman Lott coming back off the injury. What can he provide? Can Ashton Gelati take a leap from year 1 to year 2?
And I thought Gelati was making those steps at the end of last year.
He was. And then we've seen him in the offseason videos of him working out with Tamba Hali and him working out with Justin Houston. And it's like, hey, let's see if he can do it. I think that the promise is there. Mansour Delane can do everything a cornerback is going to be asked to do at the NFL level. Can he get comfortable running more zone than man, which is the inverse of what he did last year at LSU? Can the new acquisitions, can Alohi Gilman be a huge boon for this team? Can Kyder Kohu do something? I'm not sure he's even a guy that can make the roster, but we'll see, right? Can Christian Fulton stay healthy for an entire season? Can Noel Williams prove that the small sample size of last year was only that, a small sample size, and not a fluke from his rookie season?
We got to see Fulton hit the field at a decent time. I mean, this dude wasn't even getting the field
not
until the season was
not
over.
Until week 13 or whatever it was. Yeah, I think that the defense, has more upside than the offense does. But the floor of the defense is not where the floor of this offense is. I mean, a huge part of why this offense didn't finish in the top half of the league, well, they only averaged 214 passing yards per game. You take a look at that, they averaged around 235, 240 passing yards a game plus prior to a certain number 15 going down with an injury, right? I mean, Mahomes himself was averaging almost 260 passing yards per game last year. And then he goes down, and the Chiefs are not even averaging 100 yards through the air over the rest of the year. So having him back healthy for a full season, the passing numbers are going to go up. And I have to believe that the rushing is going to be so much better than it was. The Chiefs, 106 yards rushing per game last year. Not with Kenneth Walker on this offense. Not, in my view, with the addition of Emmett Johnson on this offense. So I think that the defense finishes a little better than what you were saying. I see them being like a 13-16. But the offense, for me, feels like it could be a top 8 unit in baseball. As Jack Caglione, in football, excuse me, I was trying to segue into baseball. Jack Caglione is now up to bat at the Derby. He has swung 3 times. He has just 1 home run. He took it 461 feet as he is trying to get to that 13 mark where Contreras and Walker were, or possibly be ahead of them. So far, not so good for the Royals right fielder. He's got just 1 home run along his first 5 swings. Kind of feels like Cags needs to take a beat because he's swinging at everything right now. Now he's 6 swings in, still just 1 home run. I'll give everybody a few minutes to just sit back, relax, and watch Jack Caglione participating here in the Home Run Derby. 913-586-7965, our number. After Hours with Logan Weber and JT Noah, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
That wreck really took everything off track. Can't work, can't help with the kids. The bills are stacking up.
Then stop waiting. Call the Car Crash Kings, SWL Injury Law. Car crashes, that's what they do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they go to work so you can get your life back and get paid what you're owed.
Don't get pushed around. Visit us at SWL Injury Law today for your free consultation. We're the Car Crash Kings. It's what we do.
Visit SWLinjurylaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
If the amazing regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics provided relief for former pro football player Bobby Carpenter, imagine the potential for your aching joints.
So my knee had been bothering me for a while. I played football for a number of years. I looked at talking to some doctors when I need to potentially have surgery, and I decided hey, let's check out QC Kinetics. I go in there and they look at the knee. Hey, here's the program that we can put you through.
That treatment takes your body's own healing properties and concentrates them at the root of the pain. No surgery or downtime.
The best part was there's no recovery until one day I felt like, hey, this feels like my old self again. I feel better. It's helped me. It's helped my dad. Hopefully it will help you in the same way. My message to them is do not wait. So you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Take it from Bobby Carpenter. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. 816-412-6299.
They call this one Bill.
Whoa, aliens? Am I in a spaceship?
Affirmative, Bill.
What's with the laser saw?
Relax. We are cutting our bill in half.
What?
An Xfinity mobile transmission says you can cut your bill in half.
Oh, your mobile bill, not me, Bill.
Xfinity Mobile also says we can try it free for a year. Free.
Yes, with no commitment. Can we put the saw away?
I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi, it's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra. $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this late-night ad to make you more alert, which could help your driving. And science tells us that pulsing beats, faster, stimulating audio like traveling sound, and voices on the higher,
so-called brighter end of the audio spectrum like this can encourage focus.
Also, a familiar tune can help, so...
Liberty, 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 liberty.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Well, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think that's going to be enough, Cags. Jack Caglione with 8 home runs in his first round, 5 fewer than both Wilson Contreras and Jordan Walker hit to begin this home run derby. Up next to the plate is the Chicago White Sox Munetaka Murakami, as he'll take his 20 swings and look to, at least finish ahead of the 8 that Cags just hit, and he just parked a moonshot of a first home run. Didn't quite get to the second deck, but that was an effortless left-handed swing. It only went 386 feet, but...
Also, I think if you guessed 477, you were in contention to win the prize from us, because I think 477 was his farthest.
As far as I can tell, I'm not seeing... Trying to track the farthest distance on Cags' home runs. I'm just seeing he's got 477, is the farthest one that he hit. So, for those of you listening, if you put a prediction in, it's a little bit further than the way I said. Oh, somebody in our text line said, my guess is 478. Just over.
And guess what? Price is right. Not it.
I have Cags at 515. Nope, that one's not going to get her done. 474. I got somebody on here said 474. That's pretty damn close without going over.
I will say, I know you said I'm a little bit ahead of you, but Murakami is at 12 pitches, swings left, and he's only at 3.
Yeah, he's just hit a couple of line drives up the first baseline.
But Cody Tapp said if you were in the outfield as a little kid, you might have feared for your life with Keg swing. I can't see what they're doing. I'm only getting like this weird update alert, and it sounded like he was hitting a lot of line drives.
A lot of line drives, like right field, down the first baseline. Yeah, like keep your head on a swivel out there. Murakami looks like he just hit another moonshot. We'll see if it gets out. It absolutely did. So he's at 4 with 11 swings remaining, currently ahead of the pace that Cags put up with his 8 home runs on his 20 swings.
Now, if they do tie right now, obviously he's got a lot more swings. His farthest has only been 455.
Yeah, he just hit another line drive. Oh, a kid in the outfield caught it. He caught it. There's a little tip drill. It hit his glove, popped out. He caught it with his right hand.
Hey, listen, that still counts. That's a catch. He's an out.
That's an out, man. How about a little athleticism from the kid out there in right field at Citizens Bank Park in Philly? Oh, somebody just caught another one. Unbelievable. They got some athleticism out here in Philadelphia tonight.
Hey, they're born different in Philly.
Yeah, something. Like I said, the Boo Birds were out. Like, as soon as these guys came out onto the stage or the boxing ring or whatever it was, they were met with a shower of boos if your name was not Bryce Harper or Kyle Schwarber. par for the course from Philadelphia fans. That's just sort of what you can come to expect from the Philly fanatics, I guess you could say. 913-586-7965 is our number. Watching Munetaka Murakami launch his 7th home run now. He still has 6 swings remaining, so it appears as if, barring a complete collapse, he will finish with more than what Cags put up, putting Cags on the chopping block immediately. Like, one more guy hits more than 8 home runs, and he is out of it and not advancing to the semifinals. I mean, as of this point now, I mean, with this field still yet to hit, I mean, you've got the MLB's leader in home runs who has yet to take a swing. You've got the guy who's second in Major League Baseball, and Ben Rice, who has yet to take a swing. Junior Caminero with 28 has yet to take a swing. And you've got Bryce Harper, hometown hero, the crowd favorite there in Philadelphia. You'd have to give me crazy odds right now to put money on Jack Caglione advancing to the semifinals, which means that tomorrow from 10 a.m. to midnight, 11:59 p.m., you can get 20% off Royals tickets.
Hey, let's go. 20%.
Is that 20% on top of the discount that they've already put in place because they're 21 games under 500, or what? How does that shake out? I'm just curious.
I have no idea.
913-586-7965 is our number. Somebody in the text line said that they guessed 477 feet for Jack Caglione. He said, I got it.
What happens if there's a tie?
That's a great question.
Wait, a great question for the higher ups, right?
Yeah, because I don't think there was like a tiebreaker question of like how many home runs does he hit in round 1 or anything like that. But I don't know. That is a problem that is
not mine,
not ours, JT.
Right.
We do not have to worry about it.
We do not care.
After hours here on 96.5 The Fan. Logan Weber, JT Noah, 96.5 The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Use Polymarket to trade the World Soccer semifinals. Delete that sportsbook app that's robbing you and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. You trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage, available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app, use promo code FOX to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code FOX. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Accounts subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
You work hard, you pay your bills, but with credit cards, higher gas and grocery prices, you're making the payments, but not getting ahead. This is James Hawkins, president of Golden Oak Lending. Golden Oak can help you refinance, consolidate bills, and free up monthly cash flow. Call today for a free mortgage checkup. There's never a charge to talk with us.
Golden Oak Lending cured my blues.
NMLS 114937. Call 913-890-GOLD.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circus Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. Dane Hughes here, and for everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circus Sports app. Then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circus Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circusports.com today. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. If you have breast, head and neck, or brain cancer, proton therapy may be a better treatment than conventional radiation. Don't wait. Get your second opinion at Kansas City Proton Institute. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced proton therapy team. Learn more at kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all your favorite shows. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey Sports Station.
Four batters up, four batters down at the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. It's on Netflix. We've been taking a look live throughout the program tonight since it began about an hour ago, or actually like 35 minutes ago, because there were 20 minutes of introductions to be done. Because like everything else in sports anymore, the game is set to begin at 7:10. I'll tune in at 7:40 when the game actually starts.
Except the World Cup. That stuff starts right on time.
Yeah, FIFA does one thing right.
Just saying, hey, at least they start on time.
I know, you're right.
You know what? Why are we complaining? We're going to get to see the final round because it won't be over until we get home.
I'm going to have to go to bed.
Oh.
I got Fesco and Dusty tomorrow morning.
Oh.
I got a quick old turnaround. Myself and Mac Maury we're hosting Fesco and Dusty tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Hey, Mac's in all week. He's staying. Yeah. He said, you know what? I'll stay and hold the fort for these guys while they go party it up.
Gallivanting around, doing whatever.
Well, I saw Fesco's on break. Dusty's on vacation. Gold's on vacation. I mean,
everybody's taking their breather.
We'll be back together on Wednesday morning.
That's right.
Except it'll just be in the very earliest morning.
That's right, JT. You're going to be producing for us on Wednesday. Nathan Williams is producing for us tomorrow morning.
And Thursday morning.
It's going to be a ton of fun.
And
I'm looking forward
Friday,
to it.
You would have seen me too Friday, but that's okay. It's okay.
I've had, I don't think I've ever hosted a show that Mac produced, let alone us co-hosting. We did like 20 minutes one time on a Sunday morning during his Sunday morning show, his fantasy football show.
Mm-hmm.
I came in because I was doing after hours that morning. So he was on from like 8 to 9, and then I was doing after hours from 9 to noon or 10 to whatever it was. And so I came in for like the last 20 minutes of his show, and we talked some fantasy football. But I'm excited. Mac and I haven't had many opportunities to work together like the two of us, so this should be a lot of fun.
I feel like he would know video games. I feel like he plays video games. He gives me video game vibes.
Mac's got to play. Mac plays video games.
Mac cracks a cold one, puts the headset on. He probably does better at Call of Duty than I do. So
I'm looking forward to it, dude. We're going to talk Home Run Derby. We're going to have our Tough Tuesdays, of course, as we normally do on Fesco and Dusty. We'll do some hot seat conversation in the National Football League as we head into the year. And we'll talk a little bit about something that I want to discuss some right now, JT, and that is continues to be very evident that the Royals and the Orioles do not like each other very much. This dates back quite a while. I would say probably the pinnacle, like the height of the hatred probably came with the Yordano Ventura, Manny Machado thing, if we all recall that.
Oh, who doesn't remember that real
where
brawl?
Ace absolutely, without question, plunked him on purpose. Machado stormed the pitcher's mound, benches cleared, and there's been some animosity ever since, right? We had a situation with the Orioles a couple of years ago, turn around and beat them in that wild card series. And then we have yesterday, this situation between Lucas Erceg and Blaze Alexander of the Baltimore Orioles. If you didn't see the video, you can find it on social media. Just look up Lucas Erceg or Blaze Alexander, Blaze, and you'll be able to find what happened. Royals, it's a 1-2 count. This was in the 7th inning, right? I think Urseg was pitching in the 7th.
Yeah.
And Alexander on a 1-2 fastball up and in got plunked, and he took exception to it. And I mean, the argument is that maybe there were a couple of quick pitches that came to try to throw Alexander off his rhythm. And on a 1-2 count, Urseg went up and got him. And so benches cleared. And that was kind of the extent of it. Like, I never saw any real, like, big time punches being thrown or anything like that. It was just sort of like, hey, everybody hop out of the dugout. You know, guys out of the bullpen start jogging from the outfield, and cooler heads prevailed. Until the guys got into the dugout or into the clubhouse after the game and had access to their cell phones.
Or you get the media that's going to put out the quotes that you take to reporters.
Correct. So the situation begins with Vinny Pasquantino. He was asked about what he thought of the situation, what may have happened when Urseg plunked Blaze Alexander. You know, if I was Vinny Pasquantino, my thing would have been, well, Lucas Urseg has not been very good this year. You know, I mean, he gave up a home run like the previous at bat. So, yeah, he's out of control right now. He plunked the guy. So what? Vinny has a little bit more of a diplomatic answer. You know, we had some up and in pitches the other day. To be honest, that's a guy who's hitting over 300 and is feeling good about himself, that feels the need when he gets hit that he can say something. So credit to him for feeling good about himself like that. But he's clearly not. It's a 1-2 count. We're trying to get outs. We're not trying to give away free base runners. I think that's a bad baseball mindset personally, because why would we hit a guy right there? It's just common sense. Blaze Alexander responds on Twitter.
We got juice.
He says, weird take. Never thought it was intentional, but the 2 quick pitches to try and catch me off guard led to me now missing games. Thanks for the compliments, though, Bigfoot. Question from the Peanut Gallery. The Peanut Gallery being yours truly. How does you getting quick pitched lead to you getting an injury?
Well, because I'll be honest with you, Peanut Gallery, it's kind of simple. When you don't already have control and then you decide to quick pitch, the control's not going to be there.
So he's saying that Urseg, in trying to speed up his delivery, lost control, and that's why he hit Blaze Alexander.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The quick pitch is the cause of him losing control and him hitting in the hand, which now his hand is broken.
Kind of just feels like baseball to me. Sounds like buck up, big dog. Like, what are we doing here? Like, he didn't hit you on purpose. If he hadn't quick pitched him and he hit him and broke your hand, that's different somehow.
I guess maybe because he's got more of a reaction time. I don't know.
I personally think that's dumb as hell.
Well,
chalk it up to Lucas Ursig is not a good baseball player this year and move on.
I mean, that would be the simplest answer. That would be the simplest answer, but, you know, simple in America is very hard to come up with.
And, I mean, I get Blaze Alexander's frustration because, I mean, Vinny was right in his cut, in his interview. The guy's having a really good year. I mean, he's hitting .312 this season. He's got an OPS of just about 800. He's not a guy that hits a lot of home runs, right? He's only got 4 long balls this year, so his slugging percentage is only at about a .439. But, I mean, if you're not getting hit deliberately, I don't feel like this is a situation where you need to be getting this upset. And then, and I haven't seen this, JT, you shared it with me initially. There was a second player from the Baltimore Orioles that's decided to chime in on this situation.
I would have to find it, but I thought I saw the Mayo looking, maybe it was a burner or someone acting like Mayo, but showed up Vinny Stats and says, "You're a guy to talk."
Yeah, let me. Yeah, Kobe Mayo. Let me see if I can find Kobe Mayo here on the old Twitter sphere. Guy I've never heard of in my whole life, but, let's give him the time of day, shall we? Oh, okay. I'm trying to find it here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking up Kobe Mayo right now on Twitter, and it doesn't even have a real username, so who knows? I swear I saw Kobe Mayo, but they were putting up Vinny's stats when he said what he said, so.
Yeah, he said something about, how, how
do you have time to talk when your stats are like this?
Pure cinema, if that's the case. If that's coming out of the mouth of Kobe Mayo, who is dogging on Vinny, who, any Royals fan that's not just drinking the Kool-Aid will tell you, Vinny's having a bad year. Vinny is hitting .222 this season with an OPS of .650. He's got a WAR of less than half. He's got a .4 WAR this year. But I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can point out Vinny Pasquantino's numbers, Kobe Mayo, when you're hitting 193 with a WAR of negative .5. Your WAR is a full point worse than his. And you're hitting below the Mendoza line in 223 ABs. Kobe Mayo, shut up and park it. How about that one? How about sometimes it's okay not to talk? Let's take a look at the big picture. Let's look internally at ourselves and say, am I the guy to say this? You know what? Yeah, I think I am the guy. Not Gunnar Henderson, not Adley Rutschman, not anybody that's actually worth a damn on the roster. I'm the guy. Me, Kobe Mayo, at 24 years old, hitting a .93 on the year with 80 strikeouts. I'm the guy to go at Vinny Pasquantino right now. Okay, big dog.
All right, bud. Update. I know we're talking Royals, but our boy Cags will not finish last because Ben Rice only hit 7.
Wow.
Ben Rice finished with 7.
Came into the event second in Major League Baseball in long balls with 29, and he has 7 in the Derby. Or I shouldn't say he's third in Major League Baseball. I keep omitting Yordan Alvarez because he was too much of a coward to participate in the Derby in the first place, but I digress. I'm still trying to work to get his 99 overall card on MLB The Show.
Oh, yeah, so you're really salty because you haven't got that yet.
I'm not going to. There's no way I'm collecting all 43 of those damn All-Star cards.
Ben Rice had 2 home runs in his first 10 swings.
Yeesh.
So, hey, at least we can hold our hat on that. We are not going to be the worst in the home run derby.
So you're saying for the second year in a row, a New York Yankee considered to be very good at hitting home runs absolutely flopped on national television in the home run derby.
Yeah.
Good for you, New York.
Was Jazz even considered good, though? Like, I don't even know why he was in there.
I don't know, man. He had a 30-30 season the year before. Why he was in the Derby last year, I do not know.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea.
Now the real question is there a way that the next 3 batters only hit 7 or less home runs? And I would say it's probably very low. Very low. I just don't see it happening.
I'd put more money on each of these guys hitting at least 10 than these 3 guys hitting 7 or fewer. Like,
I would put more money on me winning a one-on-one battle in Call of Duty than these 2 hitting 7 or less.
How many swings does Junior Caminero need in order to tie Caglianone's 8? How many do you think?
I'll give him 12.
I was going to say 11.
Okay, yeah. Well, 1 swing, 1 home run. There you go.
At least Jack Caglianone's not the first guy eliminated from the home run derby.
Also, Ben Rice's farthest home run was, I think, 412, they said.
He's a left-handed bat playing at Yankee Stadium. That's all I have to say. 913-586-7965 is our number. 913, when talking about Blaze Alexander and Kobe Mayo, said that person sounds like a bee. Like a baby back bee. You can obviously put that together yourselves. So, an 816 says, hate Mayo. Miracle Whip all the way.
Jesus.
I'm not going to lie. I don't like either.
You're not a Mayo fan?
No.
Did you ever meet Kling while he was here, or were you...
I've met Kling a couple of times covering Chiefs games, but...
Yeah, he likes mayo on his hot dog.
My wife does too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it disturbs me.
I've never had it. It seems a little odd.
Yeah, my wife does. My brother does too. I just can't. They're big like milk people. Like I don't know. Mayonnaise, cottage cheese, like that all tastes like rotten milk to me. Like I just don't like it. I have no other explanation but that.
So wait, you say you don't like cottage cheese?
No.
I hate cottage cheese.
In fairness though, mayo on a hot dog is that's an 0 for 2 for me. Because I also despise hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
Unless you Chicago style that bad boy, you put some relish, even some horseradish. You know, you put all kind. You gotta load it up with stuff. I mean, or a chili cheese dog. Those are the only two ways I will consume a hot dog. You need to put so much on it that I cannot actually taste the hot dog that I am eating. I'll scarf it down.
Really?
Otherwise, I'm not touching a hot dog.
My middle brother only ate hot dogs boiled. Which is weird.
Oh, so you had to sit there in the comfort of your own home and just smell hot dog water.
Yep. That's so fun.
I'd sleep in a tent outside. Oh, I'm so serious. I'd sleep in a tent
and
outside.
there it is. Camaro's at 8 home runs with 8 swings left. So
Yep.
I said 12.
You absolutely nailed it, man.
Ben Rice also, longest home run was 415. Good Lord.
Glad we are talking. Oh, this is from the text line. Glad we are talking about the nobody on the Orioles instead of the colossal disaster that is the 2026 season, wherein zero accountability has been shown from the franchise. That's all we've been talking about for the last 6 weeks plus. I have said more than once that Matt Quatrero has got to go. The question now, in my opinion, and I want to have this conversation more with Mac tomorrow. Maybe we can do it when we come back. In my opinion, the conversation is no longer, do you fire Matt Quatrero or not? The conversation now is, when do you fire Matt Quatrero?
See, I got a different conversation for you.
Is Q gone before this season ends, or is this an off-season firing? That's where I think the question lies now.
This is we can talk about this maybe after the break, as Kim Monero just hit a 487 dong. I think JJ should go before Matt Quatrero.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, let's get into that. We'll do that when we come back. Thank you, the 816, for the suggestion, although the fact that you were doing it very backhandedly is not always, not entirely appreciated. Acting like that's not all we've been talking about since May with this damn Royals team is how disappointing they've been and how something has to be done. We'll talk about it for you. Logan Weber here alongside JT Noah. After hours here on your home for Kansas City Sports, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City Sports. 96.5, The Fan.
Well, Lorenzo, the pitch looked good.
Yeah, so green.
USA keeper was decent enough.
Didn't have much to do.
99 minutes.
Not a single goal. Well, Bet365 sure came through, though. I bet $10 and got $150 in bonus bets just for signing up.
At least someone scored.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
It's a lawman, 3-time DUI award-winning attorney in Kansas City. You wanted results? Here you go. First-degree murder charge, dismissed. Felony DUI, dismissed. Felony to misdemeanor, multiple. Felony jury trial, not guilty. Call the lawman, 816-816-9111. Take it away.
The lawman gets results. Call the lawman. Let the fight begin.
Voted by Pitch and Casey Magazine, the choice of a lawyer shouldn't be based on advertisements.
More than 200 members of Congress are standing up for AM radio listeners. The AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act will keep AM radio in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 39179. Tell Congress to pass this critical legislation now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hey guys, it's Rob Brenton from The Drive on 96.5 The Fan. We're excited to launch Beyond the Pitch KC, a limited podcast series documenting the run-up to the World Cup with our friends at 98.1 KMBZ.
And I'm Scott Parks from Dana and Parks. This is about Kansas City, not about soccer. Telling the story of how our town ended up hosting the world's biggest sporting event.
New episodes drop every Wednesday starting on March 4th, plus video clips on 96.5 The Fan and KMBZ social channels.
Subscribe to Beyond the Pitch KC on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I don't know if it's Rob Manfred, I don't know if it's Netflix, but whatever coward it is that refuses to show a replay of that last swing by Junior Caminero, shame on you. Because I'll be honest, and correct me if I'm wrong, via the text line, 913-586-7965. That last swing from Junior Caminero sure seemed fair to me. They said they said it was a foul ball. They will not show a replay of it on the broadcast. So Caminero, with 12 home runs, he has obviously more than Ben Rice, who was already eliminated with those 12 home runs. He has officially eliminated now Jack Caglione. Murakami is on the chopping block now with 9. But if Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper each hit 13 or more, Junior Caminero's out of the field. Right. With what looked to be a fair ball home run, in my view.
And with this outcome where he's only got 12, Walker and Contreras are already guaranteed a trip to the semis.
Man, that looked fair to me, dude.
I think he gets in. I think Bryce doesn't get in. I think it'll be Schwarber, Walker, Contreras, and Caminero.
Well, so far, struggles for Kyle Schwarber. He does not have a single home run through his first 4 swings.
Oh, God.
The last swing he took, he didn't even look at where the ball landed. He swung it and just shook his head and got right back in the box. Now he's at 15 swings remaining. Still no home runs for Kyle Schwarber. The MLB's leader in dingers struggling to begin his first round of the home run derby. But somebody in the text line, whether they were intending to be rude or not, kind of came at us a little bit. Glad we were talking about this nobody on the Orioles instead of the colossal disaster that is the 2026 season, wherein zero accountability has been shown from the franchise. I don't disagree that no accountability has been shown from the franchise, but to make it seem like we haven't been talking about it is inherently wrong. And what's more interesting about this conversation is it appears this person in the text line and you, JT, share a similar opinion here, one that I do not. This 816 says that Q, Matt Quattrero, is a symptom. JJ Piccolo is the problem.
He's the root to all the evil.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree.
Really? What has... really, I want to know what you believe that gives you faith in JJ Piccolo.
He drafted Jack Caglione. He drafted Carter Jensen. He went and signed Seth Lugo.
How's that turned out?
And helped revive him. The guy was a top 3 Cy Young candidate 2 years ago. He's had a decent enough year this year. He's been extremely healthy and available outside of taking a fastball off the dome. He signed Michael Wacha, who has been the Royals' best pitcher for the last 3 years. I feel like he's done some good things. Blake Mitchell is a really intriguing emerging prospect. Kendry Churio, I think, has got... I don't know. Has he done everything right? No. But hindsight being 2020, we can all sit here and think, oh, the Carlos Estevez signing was a bad idea. The guy led the American League in saves last year. That's J.J. Picollo. Lucas Erceg was a borderline all-star for the last 2 years. J.J. Picollo. I think Matt Quattrero is the problem because it is extremely evident in my eyes this man's lost the clubhouse. This team does not seem to be having any kind of fun playing baseball. And it happened the moment the season started. This was not something that happened gradually over the course of the year. You watched Bobby Witt Jr. do remarkable things for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, showing off the $1 million smile and just having a good time. Vinny Pasquantino and Jack Caglione took Twitter and social media by storm with Team Italy. And the 3 home run game that Vinny had and the espresso shots in the dugout after home runs, they looked like they had so much fun. And then they showed up in Kansas City for the start of the season, and every bit of momentum just nosedived. Maikel Garcia was the MVP of the World Baseball Classic. Like, the Royals had baseball, I mean, they had baseball by the horns. Bunk. It absolutely fell off the face of the planet. And I can't blame that on J.J. Picollo. I can't. Somebody said you didn't trade Bubic and Reagans when the values were high.
Exactly.
You couldn't trade Bubic when the value was high because he had an injury.
We're saying last year you could have.
Before his injury? When you were still a wild card contender? What sense would that have made?
Because you had pitchers in the system. You could have used those.
What pitchers?
Noah Cameron.
Who was already with the team.
Right. You had Bergert, who was
He was a trade deadline acquisition.
Right, but I'm saying you had these pieces where you brought in pieces, then you could trade away a piece.
Yeah, but at that point you couldn't, because when you acquired Bergert and Kolick, that was because Bubic was hurt and because Reagans was hurt. I mean, I can't say, I know that there were people who were. I was not an advocate of trading away Cole Reagans after the guy finished in the top 3 of the Cy Young voting 2 years ago. And that was when his value was at its highest. It would have made no sense to trade him last year when he's hurt the whole season, or this year when he's hurt the whole season. I can't do the whole hindsight is 2020 argument.
But then
I just can't.
We're gonna fire the manager because it's his problem, even though
this team was struggling way before the injury bug hit.
But I'm saying he's got whatever he can do with the players, and the players weren't producing at all. Besides Bobby Witt.
And you want to know why? What the biggest factor in my opinion as to why I put more of the onus on Matt Quattrero right now than I do J.J. Picollo. Because Matt Quattrero stuck his neck out for Alex Zumwalt, and it has come back to smack him in the face.
So you're against Zumwalt too? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, Q. You stuck your neck out for Alex Zumwalt.
Zumwalt's actually
and gave him this show of support, and it didn't work. It hasn't worked. You're still a terrible team with runners in scoring position.
There's still some players that are hitting better after last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't blame all on Zumwalt when it's honestly been mostly the bullpen. Also, Schwarber hit 10.
Okay. So Schwarber's on the chopping block
So
now.
Caminero is in.
Yes.
Schwarber is on the chopping block.
Schwarber or Harper.
Philly. It's a Philly. One of them's making it, one of them's not.
Only one of the two guys at their home ballpark's not going to make it.
The Royals' problem hasn't been hitting this year. It's been the bullpen. It's been pitching. I mean, look at one of the trades that you can say, oh, well, I guess hindsight. No, we figured Strahm wasn't going to be good, and yet you brought Strahm in. And Strahm has been atrocious. It's been one of the worst trades JJ's probably made.
I agree that Strahm has been atrocious, but I did not think that Matt Strahm was going to be that bad when he got to Kansas City. He was great the last 2 or 3 years with the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, he had a 2.74 ERA last year in 62 and a third innings. He was one of the best relievers in baseball last year.
But I'm saying if we think these players are good, why are we blaming Matt Quattrero for their downfall?
Why are we blaming J.J. Picollo for acquiring players who had low value that he was able to revitalize? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I think the better answer is probably just to fire both of them.
Well,
fire everybody.
That's what I want to do. I want to clean house. Just clean the whole house and start over from the bottom. Go get a GM that doesn't have any ties to the Royals. Go out there and get someone that doesn't have a tie to the Royals and just start all the way over, completely fresh. Then go out and get a manager. I would love to see something where you just swipe the whole coaching staff. Every single coach is gone. Because what have they done good this year? Everyone's taken a step back. You could even say Bobby's taking a step back.
I don't.
Like his standards.
I think if you fire Q, you have to fire the entire coaching staff. But I would like to see them try to retain Brian Sweeney.
Okay.
Because what that man has done since he arrived in Kansas City to completely flip the script on that starting pitching rotation has been extraordinary.
But I would get rid of the bullpen coach because to me, the starting pitching hasn't been a true problem. The problem with the starting pitching has been the injuries. There's not everyone besides Noah Cameron hasn't stayed healthy. Michael Walker stayed healthy, but the other three have not been able to stay healthy. So Brian Sweeney can stay, but the bullpen coach has to go because the bullpen is atrocious. Just fire everyone, start over, get a new GM. Like I said, no Royals tie. I want someone that doesn't have a single Royal in it. I get it. You want to have a guy that bleeds blue. No, go get me someone. I don't care. He could bleed Giants orange. Go get me someone.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's.
I never imagined we would be here. I never imagined.
I didn't either. I agree, but there's also, in my view, a tremendous amount of fear that comes with that. You know, I mean, it's hard to have this conversation and not continue to think that still the same guy that, Piccolo and Quatrero both, that helped build a team that got to the playoffs and got to a divisional round series against the Yankees 2 years ago after you hadn't made the playoffs in a decade. Do I think that they are that JJ and Q are the guys that can take you to the promised land? No, I don't. But I also don't know if by firing them, you can find the guy that's going to get you to the promised land, or if we're just going to end up in another 25, 30-year rut of being one of the worst teams, just being a doormat of Major League Baseball, which is what happened from 85 to 15. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to get rid of a thing that is, while not great, but decent, average below. I mean, this year is well below average. You're 21 games below 500. There's no excuses for it. But if you clean house, if you fire everybody, is the guy you bring in new guys and all of a sudden you're a 91-71 baseball team? Is that what's going to happen?
Well,
or
no.
Are you going to go to 62 and 100 and you're an absolute dumpster fire of an organization again? I
would clean
I
house.
agree with you, but I'm concerned that the grass is not greener on the other side.
We've always said that. That's always a scary symptom of like, what is the grass look like on the other side? But you can't play with scared money. You have one of the best players in baseball. Something's got to change. And I'm not saying you need to go out and get someone that's like Mike Matheny, because I wasn't a fan of how Mike Matheny's antics were on the field and how it goes. But sometimes I wish Matt Quatrero showed a little more eagerness. I wish there was an in-between Matheny and
it was
Quatrero.
It was a serious overcorrection.
Exactly.
In my mind. You went from Matheny being, at times combative. Some of that was good. He knew he was the kind of manager that was going to go to bat for his players with umpires and with the media, until he wasn't. And then he would also use the media as a tool to critique and attack his own players, and it got ugly at certain points. Matt Quatrero is just like, I'm curious if the man has a pulse on the bench sometimes. Like, he just doesn't seem to, and I know he does. So I don't want this to be misconstrued. I know that the man does care, but sometimes it really does appear like Matt Quatrero does not give a damn about what's happening in front of him on a baseball field.
No offense, he looks like my grandpa in the morning waking up like, what are we doing out there? And I get it. People are like, oh, you should go argue about a review and all that, and all that's going to do is get you ejected. But sometimes you need to get ejected to fire up the team. And I know Vern hates that antic of saying that, but sometimes it's worth it. You got to do it. And so...
And you know what? If you're going to clean house, if that's going to happen, yeah, make it this year, because there is still that dark mark in the background. There is that fog that seems to be getting closer and closer. That storm cloud is quietly approaching here of next season, where, let's face it, we may not have baseball with the CBA expiring and a lockout that is pretty imminent here. I think that you're looking at a situation where if you do hire a new general manager and you bring in new front office personnel and a new manager and a new pitching coach, a new hitting coach, you may not have baseball for a year, but it may be an opportunity, as difficult as it may be during a lockout, to have guys get acclimated to a new organization, top to bottom, minus, of course, the ownership group and John Sherman. 913-586-7965 is our number. So we both seem to agree on the concept of cleaning house. Yes, Harper only hit 8 in his
crazy.
round.
Cags
So
had 8.
he hit the same number as Jack Caglione. So frankly, it didn't seem like the advantage was at the guys going last. It was the guys going first. The people that were setting the bar. Wilson Contreras and Jordan Walker go first and second in the Derby's first round, and they each hit 13. Nobody else came close to it after the fact outside of Junior Camanero's 12. So it's going to be Contreras, Walker, Junior Caminero, and Kyle Schwarber that will be advancing to the semifinals.
And the tiebreaker comes into factor here. So Contreras is going to face Schwarber.
Right. He'll be the 1 seed facing Schwarber as the 4 seed, and it's going to be
Walker and
Junior Caminero.
So you're going to get an AL versus NL no matter what in the... Well, no, you wouldn't. Never mind. I'll shut up. No, because both NLs could win or both ALs could win. I was going to say you're going to get a guaranteed AL versus NL, but no.
Yeah, you're looking at 2 from the AL and 2 from the NL.
Yeah.
And they're...
both going up against each other.
They're
One versus
matching up against one another. No. Because Contreras plays for the Red Sox in the American League against Schwarber out of the National League in one semifinal.
Right. So I'm saying one or each can make it.
You could get 2 American League guys. You could get 2 National League guys.
It's not a guarantee of what you're
getting. I see what you're saying. I thought you were going at it from like both National League guys are going up against 2 AL guys.
No,
I thought I understand where you're coming from. So we disagree on who, in our view, is the most to blame for what's going on. I believe that more of the onus falls on Q. You believe more of it falls on JJ. But we both agree that
something's got to change. Something's going to have to happen. If they don't do... I would be more mad, and maybe I'm at the stint like I think everyone's at. I would be more mad if they don't do anything.
Yeah.
If they're like, hey, guess what? We're just going to run it back.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Oh God! If they don't make a single change in the offseason, I don't think attendance will be very high at all to start next year.
Oh, it's going to cause some upheaval, no question about it. I mean,
because this upheaval we're getting right now is what we were getting with the Chiefs during their season about how Matt Nagy still has his job and all this and all that. So I mean, yeah.
Because I mean, Q. I mean, he hasn't been with the organization long, but JJ Picollo has been with this team since 2006. He was the director of player development when Dayton Moore was hired. Dayton brought JJ over from Atlanta when he was hired here in 2006. He does have, I'm not entirely certain of Q's contract. I think he did get an extension like before this season started, I want to say. But I know that JJ is under contract through the 2030 season with an option in 2031, that being a club option.
Yeah, manager Contreras signed a 3-year extension that runs through 2029 with a club option for 2030. The new deal ensures managerial stability as it supersedes the final year of its original contract, formally taking effect for the 2027 season.
Somebody give me the buyout numbers. Because regardless, John Sherman, pay him. Figure something else out. Sorry.
Does not have an active buyout on his contract. He is signed to a multi-year with a club option. The lack of buyout means his deal is fully secure through the end of 2029 campaign.
Fully secure as in they can't fire him?
The lack of buyout means the deal is fully secure through the 2029 club option. Financial details, exact monetary figures of the contract and potential option buyouts have not been publicly disclosed by the team. If you're, It doesn't say anything about a buyout. It just says, I don't know what the lack of buyout means. His deal is fully secure through 29. I'm assuming you can fire him.
Yeah, I would think so too, but this whole fully secured thing makes me kind of nervous. Like, how is it fully secured? And that doesn't mean that you just pay him out for the rest of his contract. That would be a buyout.
Yes, the Kansas City Royals manager can absolutely be fired. With the club signed him to a color ownership maintained authority to dismiss him. Security has become a major talking point, obviously, in Kansas City. Yeah.
Okay, so they can fire him.
They can fire him. But I think the secure means he gets his money no matter what.
You want to talk about the village people at the gate with the torches and pitchforks? If there was some stipulation in his contract where he couldn't get fired.
If he managed to do that, that would be wild.
Yeah, it'd be the first I've ever heard of it. 913-586-7965 is our number. Semifinals of the T-Mobile Home Run Derby are about to begin shortly. We'll continue to track it here on After Hours. Logan Weber alongside JT Noah, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Only 4 teams remain in the FIFA World Cup, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. There are only 4 teams remaining, as we had mentioned. France is currently trading at a little over 40%, meaning a $100 trade could net you $239 in profit. I've been saying since the beginning of the tournament that I liked them, so you can imagine I still do, at least at that probability. See what everybody's trading at over on Kalshi, because on Kalshi you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house, and the probability changes. You can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use promo code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. K-A-L-S-H-I, Kalshi, trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Hi, I'm Michaela, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You found your dream engagement ring. As a jewelry consultant, I recommend to start shopping for your wedding band 6 months before your big day. Don't worry. At Shane Company, we're here to help you find the perfect bands. Our men's and women's bands are crafted to high-quality standards, and it shows in every detail, with a stylish design and comfortable fit. At Shane Company, we'll take care of your engagement ring and wedding bands for life, because a friend wants you to say, I do, to your rings again and again. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
If you own a small business, the pressure never lets up. Something's always coming at you. That's why business owners turn to LendSeek for funding.
I don't need promises. I need options. LendSeek's AI platform showed me real funding choices. Now I can cover payroll, handle taxes, and go after growth opportunities without the daily stress.
Up to $5 million with funding in as fast as 24 hours. No upfront costs. No prepayment penalties. Start ready, stay ready. LendSeek.com. LENDSEEK.com.
Oh, Ben Rice is getting dragged on
But
Twitter.
does he not deserve it?
Ben Rice in the 2026 Home Run Derby, as it's just 4 still frames of him slowly morphing into Jazz Chisholm. I'm seeing another one. Ben Rice in the Home Run Derby, and it's some dude in the batting cages just taking hacks, swinging and missing at absolutely everything. Ben Rice doing his best Jazz Chisholm Jr. impression.
Junior Caminera's only got 2 home runs for the first 10 swings. Not good.
Fewest home runs in the first round of the Home Run Derby ever. 2025 Jazz Chisholm with 3.
And now Ben
2026 Ben Rice with 7.
Maybe they've learned not to put anyone but Aaron Judge in the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, man.
For the Yankees, at least.
Like, you couldn't, like... I mean, I understand Ben Rice hit 29 home runs during the season. So, like, I mean, obviously the guy can hit the long ball. He made, way less to complain about despite his poor performance. Way less to complain about versus them throwing Jazz Chisholm into the field last year. But, yeah, I mean, even with the 29 regular season home runs, Ben Rice is probably like the 4th best Yankee to be in the home run. Like, they could have picked for the Home Run Derby. You can't pick Judge because he's hurt. And I know that, like, I know Cody Bellinger isn't the home run hitter that he used to be, but I'd rather see Belly in the Home Run Derby.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Giancarlo Stanton, albeit not healthy, but in the Home Run Derby at this point.
Caminero just went 492. Oh, my.
Oh, that's pimped.
Ooh.
And remember, in the second round, they only get 15 swings, not the 20 that they had in the first round. So Caminero, with only 4 swings remaining, has only got 4 home runs. Now 3 swings remaining, still only 4 home runs. We'll see how his round finishes and look ahead to who is up next here on After Hours. Logan Weber alongside JT Noah with you till 9 o'clock. Stay with us for the end of our program tonight here on 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5, The Fan.
Hey, it's almost Andy Reid. Don't let garage door problems sideline your summer plans. Renner Garage Door is ready to tackle repairs, tune-ups, and replacements. Get your free repair or replacement quote today, plus $100 off a new garage door. Featuring trusted brands like Yeldon, A-Bar, and LiftMaster, Renner delivers the quality, reliability, and performance your home can count on. RennerDoor.com forward and back.
RENNER. RENNER. It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Bluebell Chocolate Lava Cake is a mountainous eruption of flavor. Classic vanilla ice cream loaded with rich chocolate cake pieces, rivers of chocolate sundae sauce, chunks of dark chocolate, and a deep fudge swirl. Prepare yourself for an earth-shaking experience.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at all Hen House markets and select Sunfresh locations.
Hey, it's Rob Brenton, and now that we're winding down the Kansas City portion of this summer soccer tournament, we want to thank you all for listening to Beyond the Pitch KC, presented by our friends over at Commerce Bank. The final episode will be released on Wednesday, July 15th on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Junior Caminero, the first to take his hacks in the semifinal round of the T-Mobile Home Run Derby, and I have to say it was maybe a disappointing performance. After he hit 12 in 20 swings in round one, he had only 5 in 15 swings in round two. You're looking at the percentages. He hit about a third of the home runs via swings, 33% in round two, versus in round one, he had 60% of his swings ended up being long balls that left the yard. As we take a look here, we're watching Jordan Walker now participate in the Derby. Looking at the event, now that we've had a chance to kind of experience the first round and part of the second round, better or worse than the previous format in your view, JT?
From what I've heard, totally better. Now there is complaining about the Netflix and the camera angles and stuff, but I still think it's better TV quality when you're doing it like this because you're going to see every home run. You're not going to be missing home runs with the camera moving back and forth because you're trying to get so many home runs off.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this format is better. Again, I still think that the 10-out format was more fun. Maybe that's just childhood nostalgia. You know, I spent 15 minutes talking about a game that's on PS5 that came out on PlayStation 3 16 years ago and how much I'm enjoying playing it. So maybe it's that need to feel the quote unquote good old days or whatever. But I felt like the old format just, it worked well. I didn't see what was wrong with it other than it ran too long on broadcast television. But if you're going to be streaming it on a platform like Netflix, that's no longer a concern, as Jordan Walker's already at 5 home runs with 8 swings remaining. Make that 6 home runs. He had 7 swings left. So Junior Caminero, see ya. Sorry, that felt very Yankee. I apologize. That's not what my intention was.
Well, that's crazy.
Jordan Walker is going to be in the finals of the T-Mobile Home Run Derby.
Wow.
And I'm going to be honest. Accuse me of being a Cardinals fan again. At this point, I don't care. That's fun for me to see because I remember the vitriol that man received from Cardinals fans. It wasn't, he wasn't the only one. Like John Mozeliak and the Cardinals front office got a whole lot of heat too because of the way that they mishandled his situation. But there were so many people that thought his career was dead to rights. He came up in 2023 and hit 276 in St. Louis with an OPS of 787. He had a really good rookie year by any standard. But he got sent down to Memphis at one point because they were trying to adjust his swing to try to give him a larger a lower launch angle. They wanted him to hit more home runs, not as many doubles, got balls into the gap. And it didn't work. He came back in 2024 and hit 201. He struggled. He only played in 50 games. He got sent down to Memphis for the bulk of the season. Last year, same thing. He got out of the gate slow. They called him up in August and we're just he's going to be our everyday right fielder. We're just going to park him in right every day. We don't care. He hit 215. And now this year, at 24 years old, his 4th year in the big leagues, after many people wrote him off, the guy's hitting 294, 22 home runs. He leads Major League Baseball in RBIs with 74 at the All-Star break. And now the guy's in the finals of the T-Mobile Home Run Derby. And people thought that he was going to be out of baseball by the time this season was over with. By the time we reached this point, people thought he was done. I just think that's cool. Sue me. Accuse me of being a Cardinals fan if you want to.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but for my sake on MLB The Show, I need Wilson Contreras to win this match because in our little home run derby pick you got to pick the pack, I said the American League was going to win the home run derby, and so
yeah,
he's
I did
the
too.
last one left.
I did too.
I thought my math must have been off. I thought it was 5 versus 3 AL versus NL, but I think it was 4v4.
It's 4v4. It has to be.
Yeah.
That's the format of the event.
I
4
know.
guys from the AL,
but
4
I had
from
a
the
brain
NL.
for it, and I was like, wait, there's more AL, and I forgot about Jordan Walker, I think.
But yeah, this is yeah, I also picked the American League to win the home run derby. My predictions were Munetaka Murakami was sort of like my flyer pick. Cags obviously had to rep my royal
Cags.
blue, and Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, I did Kyle Schwarber.
Don't feel great about it.
I don't feel real good unless he does something crazy here.
I don't feel great about it. Unless Wilson Contreras wore himself out with the 13 home runs that he hit in round 1.
But he's also going to be the last one to go. So he was the first one to go. Then he's going to be the last one to go in this round. So maybe it helps him.
I mean, so far that hasn't been much of an advantage.
Exactly.
I mean, you saw the 2 guys that are the top of the field here in the semifinals, Wilson Contreras, Jordan Walker. They were the first 2 to take their swings in round 1. I mean, it just seemed to get worse after that, you know, outside of Caminero, who I think went 5th, hitting the 12 that he hit, or 6th, wherever he was in the order. I think he might have been 6th. Schwarber hit 7th.
Yeah.
And Bryce Harper hit 8th.
Right. And he hit 10 home runs, and you're like, okay, is that going to be enough? And it barely was enough. Actually, I think he hit
12. Yeah. Caminero hit 12.
Schwarber hit 10. Because he beat out Murakami by 1 whole home run.
Yes. Yeah, he hit 10, and then Bryce Harper hit just 8.
And there's Ben Rice down at 7.
Yeah, Twitter seems to disagree with the 477 that Jack Caglione was credited with in round 1.
Yeah, they're not happy with that. They think
that third decker that he got. But, I mean, I don't know. I like this new format better than the last format, but I still think the original format is the coup de grace. That was the best format they had. I don't know why you changed it in the first place.
Because if you're going to go to the swings, it's pretty much the same thing as an out. I don't
Listen,
understand.
Nobody's going to, like, at this point, we just want the best product. Yeah, you might get some, you might catch a little bit of people might drag you on social media if you go back to the original format. Like, oh, well, why'd you ever change from it, morons, whatever. But we want the best product. And in my view, that was the best product. We want you to go back to that. We will be grateful if you go back to that. I didn't see this until just now. Jeff Passan was asked today on what he expects for the home run derby tonight with the new format. He said, quote, "I think it's going to stink. The whole reason the timer came in the first place is because it felt really slow and the timer brought urgency." So it seems like Passan liked the timer format. I don't want urgency. I want to see guys hit nukes.
I want the best product. I don't need urgency.
And like 20 home runs, it feels like you're dangling the carrot in front of my face a little bit. Like you're letting me watch nukes, but not as many as I'd like to see. I want to see a guy hit as many home runs as he possibly can before he gets to 10 outs. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see a guy take 20 swings and that's all he gets. I mean, I guess you could hit 15 home runs in a row on your last swing, but I mean, how often are guys hitting home runs, like 6, 7, 8 home runs in a row? I don't think that it's incredibly likely. For my producer, JT Noah, I'm Logan Weber. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
It's been fun, man.
It has been fun. It's been a good time. Looking forward to working with you on Wednesday.
No, early in the morning.
Early in the
dark
morning.
like it is. Or I don't even know if it's dark at that time. Is it daylight by then? I have no idea. I don't get up
We'll
that
see.
early.
I'll find out at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
You let me know tomorrow, since you'll be here test running it tomorrow.
Yeah, when I'm out the door at 4 a.m. to get over here because it's a 45-minute drive.
Ooh, fun time.
Gonna be a long one. Thanks, guys, for getting involved in the text line. Like we're saying, hey, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be on with Mac Morey doing Fesco and Dusty. Tune in for that. In the meantime, we got more action coming up. The Home Run Derby continues. All-Star game later on this week. 96.5 The Fan.